What's up, everybody?
Oh, cool, Brandon.
Got a good panel.
Good timing.
I don't know about that.
Okay, fair enough.
Is it really a panel?
Or whatever.
A panel of what?
Wrong.
Bums.
Well, Mike, this is good that Brandon joined because I have something to show that he sent my way.
All right, let's take a look.
All right, so he mentioned, God, I forget what episode that was, but of this we did that this was a record that everybody should have, and I only had one Ramsay Lewis record, and oddly I don't really come across them all that much. But he sent me this one, and I just played some of this. Upendo ni Pamoja, the Ramsay Lewis trio.
Pamoja.
Pamoja, is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I looked it up. I think it's
Yep.
Nigerian.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, okay. So it's not. It's not Spanish. It's okay.
No.
It's African. I dig when he's playing the Rhodes, man.
Yeah.
And this has got like a nice even groove to it, and I would call this a groove record. I don't even know if you can. It's necessarily jazz. I mean, it is, but it's got a nice groove to it, man.
What's
nice
that? It's on Columbia?
Yeah, the sound quality is incredible on this 72.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's Teo Macero.
Okay.
So I mean, he's doing this when he was doing Miles.
Who is who's the musicians playing with him on that?
So you got
It's before the Sun Goddess band, but I
Mhm.
think somebody.
But you
I don't
still
think-
had
I don't think Maurice White is on it.
No,
he
it's,
played with him in the late '60s, right? When
that sounds
he played
right.
drums for him.
So
Yeah,
I,
this is Maurice Jennings on drums, and the album starts with him on drums, and it's really a cool sound. And then Cleveland Eaton plays both acoustic bass and electric bass with Ramsay. Ramsay's just smooth on this. I dig it.
very
That's
cool.
a good one.
Rob, do you
And
have that?
I have a beat up copy of it.
Oh, this is a clean copy. It's nice. And then James Moody's Heritage Home, and I don't have a lot of records on this Perception label. It's a cool label.
It's so those Perceptions are horribly pressed. It's so hard to find a clean sounding
Yeah.
copy.
We'll give
of
this
that.
one a go. It's in nice shape. So he's on
I have
sax
3
and flute.
Yeah, I have 2 or 3 copies of that.
Mhm.
The same with the Dizzy Gillespie one, the Jenny.
Okay.
And if anyone out there knows, I'm actually trying to find out who owns the rights to this label.
No,
Yeah.
it's a Perception.
Yeah, because the Larry Young Lawrence of Newark is on that label.
Oh yeah.
So I've tried to find in that label. It was created by because they put out
Oh,
Soul Records.
there you go.
Yeah,
Is that an original promo?
It is.
yeah.
Cool.
Send that to. Okay, here's your marching orders because
Oh.
you never do jack shit for
I
me,
forgot.
Dave. Find me
No,
a
I
copy.
got a
Oh.
pile here for you with that.
Brandon has it too? Damn, I need to get this.
Yeah,
We're-
Dave,
that
find
is
me a
a pile,
copy
but-
of that record.
It's just a white label, right? With the Perception design on it, right?
Yeah. Let me see.
I think I've had one Perception promo. Most of the Perception
just a
catalog
normal-
I
it's just a
wouldn't
normal
recommend.
label.
Oh,
Okay.
The only thing that's promo about it is it's got the DJ sticker.
Well, they put out Soul Records too, I think.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the new Larry Young Tone Poet
Mhm.
is in the same vein. Obviously,
Musically.
this was in the late '60s. I think that's '73 or '74. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
But
it's somewhere
it's
around
very
there.
similar music.
73.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 52 years old. 53 years old. But this has got cool players on it. Michael Longo on piano, Freddie Waits
Yeah.
on drums, Sam Jones on bass.
I think
So,
it's
Very cool.
yeah.
That's very cool.
I kind of get anything with Mike Longo. So my 2 favorites are Portrait of Jenny, obviously, and that one.
Mhm.
But Portrait of Jenny is one of my favorite records, period.
If
Well,
you can,
I didn't have any
Mike-
Moody, so.
the Mike Longo on Pablo is really good.
Oh yeah, I'd pick that up if I saw it.
Yeah, I have that.
So this is Portrait of Jenny, Dizzy Gillespie.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
two
dang.
copies. I have two copies of it. Both are
Cool.
at
Okay.
copy condition.
Nice. I'll check this out. Cool.
Yeah, I don't see them much around those that label. And then he threw in the package this, which is killer.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So this has been in the vehicle. The Sonny Chirac, Monkey Pocky Boo, and this is a wild one. I've got this on vinyl, but it's nice to have. I didn't have any actual LCDs.
I think
I don't even know if I knew they made CDs.
I think because BYG or Charlie, who owns it, have been reissuing their catalog. I think they might have reissued that.
Oh,
They're
no
doing
kidding.
like a Tone Poet style reissue of their albums.
Oh yeah. I've been seeing some of those at Lunchbox.
No, they're good. I have some. They're good.
They
I
said they're
think
good
that
sounding.
one from the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
that pressing, that's not,
It might be
originally-
Italian or something.
it wasn't originally pressed on CD.
So
No,
they threw that in for free, Dave?
What?
No, this is a VCLT package from
Oh, okay.
band
cool.
right here on screen.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally missed that.
Yeah. So I really appreciate it, man. So
Very cool.
now I've got your coordinates, and I've got to get a package out to Rob. I've got his marching orders here from the Discord.
Yeah, those two
I'll
records,
send you that record, man. It's a
the
wild
Moody and the Lewis, you can usually find for, well, now they're probably more like $8 to $10 in good condition, but they're still cheap.
I think like I found mine in a dollar bin. I still think you can sort of find it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about a super clean copy.
Yeah.
Because you kind of want Portrait of Jenny to be a clean copy.
Oh,
That's the one coming your way, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the gray market or a real one?
I can't tell. It looks like an early press to me. It just doesn't match up to Discogs.
Well, the one way you can tell if it's
I couldn't find this version on Discogs at all. So to me, it's probably an early caliber.
cover. I mean, the cover looks old. Then
that's exactly.
Yeah.
The cardstock matches to me would be a French copy. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you hooked me up with that 7-inch. That thing that's a wild 7-inch.
No.
It's
I
cool.
just bought it. I can go looking for it.
Did you find anything else there that day? I hope you did.
I always find stuff there. So
Yeah. All right, a couple other things came in. What did I find this? Oh, I found this in the bins. I got a gift card for Easter for Lunchbox, and I found an original. Speaking of Actual, I found an original Anthony Braxton in the bins. Number
That's
15.
a good one.
Yeah, it's the cover's not in the best of shape, but the record is. So
That's a good record.
Probably VG copy. I had never found it before, so that was a big one to add to my BYG stuff. What else we got here? Yeah, you don't need to see the rock stuff. Let's see. Oh, so we had a record convention here the same exact day as VinylCon. Same. Well, VinylCon was what, 2 or 3 days?
2 days. 2 days.
Saturday and a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Charlotte one, they only have it on one day, so it was on Saturday. That same Saturday. And the last dealer I went to, he had this record for $25, and it had some tape on it. The cover's not in the best of shape, but it's all in one piece. And I was like, all right, let me look at the vinyl. It looked pretty good. And I kept looking at it, and they're like, well, all the stuff's in the damn dead wax. The ear, the RVG, the everything. I was like, I don't know if they priced this right. $25. The Horace Silver Quintet at the Village Gate.
That's not an expensive one.
Yeah, I don't know, but it still has the original price sticker of $2.20 on the back, which is cool.
So who's in the band?
This is Blue Mitchell, Junior Cook, which I really dig. Junior Cook, Horace Silver, Gene Taylor, and Roy Brooks on drums. But it's just.
It came out as I think an 80, a Blue Note 80.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got the 43 West 61st on the bottom here, which is an indicator of a first pressing, and then it's got everything else it needs. So
nice
for a first stereo. I thought I might have got a deal on that.
I think on average, the Horace Silver Blue Notes are good buys. They're really not
Yeah,
usually
I agree.
crazy priced.
Yeah, they're findable for sure.
I agree.
I did get. Well, what else we have here? I got. I think I only got one other jazz record. I didn't get a whole lot of records. Maybe got 5 or 6 records. I did complete this set. This Sun Ra, My Brother the Wind. I had the second, volume 2. This is volume 1.
Okay.
So I've been needing this. And this is one of the official Saturn Research pressings.
Oh, nice.
Reissues.
Oh, reissues.
Yeah. And so that one's pretty good. This one's great. Gilmore is killer on this. And he also plays some percussion too on this. Because this is a scaled down lineup on this volume 1. Danny Davis is on alto and clarinet. Marshall Allen's on this on 3 or 4 instruments, and Sun Ra's on the Moog.
Yeah.
So it's not the full gamut.
Jerosa had an original up for a few weeks for 300, or it may have not been like the first pressing or whatever, but it was an early pressing, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was an Ra Saturn.
And I went there when there was a 25% off sale, and someone grabbed it because I was like, maybe this was my shot to get like an actual Saturn.
Right.
And then somebody bought it that day.
They haven't got any more since.
Nope. No, not that I know.
Did you see that crazy auction where some guy supposedly had 120 Ra Saturns and he put them all up?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
one.
I sent that to the group. Yeah. For
$22,000.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you know who was looking at that?
Who,
Dylan.
Will? Oh, yeah.
And Dylan said that it was up, the listing, and then then eBay took it down. Then it went back up, and then it was listed as sold right away.
Let me pull it up. I'll see if I can.
I don't know if it's legit, man. That could have been an elaborate scam because the guy's like, "Yeah, email me for pictures."
Well, I say that, and
I don't know. It could have been. It could be legit, and somebody went and bought 120 Ra Saturns all at one go.
If it goes under sold, that means someone bought it. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, 22
Well,
grand.
I could see if you want to. If you're selling 20,
I could see a shop buying it.
I mean, but yeah, you might want have someone, because you don't want to put like 50 pictures on your.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to cost a lot to list that many pictures, but Dusty Groove could have bought it, or Suga, or
when it got relisted, was it the same price? Do you know?
Yeah, it was 22 grand, and
okay,
and
I'm not.
But I think what's the math on that? Like 185 a piece.
Yeah,
so not that I would ever buy anything that expensive, but I would want to have someone give me a video of it, to be honest.
Yeah, like a flip video, just at least a flip video.
No, like showing them and showing a couple in the light, so I could see the.
Oh yeah, the condition. Yeah,
the condition.
It's going to end up at Dylan's at some. Dylan's probably negotiating with them.
No, I talked to Dylan. He actually said he couldn't do it right now because he's opening the new shop. But I was like, dang, that'd be what a way to open if you had that collection. Shit.
Yeah, for real.
But
trying to.
What else did I get at the convention? That was the Sun Ra. Those were the 2.
Well, Dave, what do you think the profit would be if they're in good condition?
I mean, if the average, someone did the math, and I don't know if that math's right. They said 185 a piece.
$3K, right?
$300 is like the bottom I usually see those for.
Yeah, 300 a piece is about what they go for these days.
But I'm going to say, would it be worth buying and flipping them?
Yeah, because you can double your money at least on each one. I'd say if they're 185, you could charge 360 and get away with it.
I can't find the listing. Oh, here it is. Let me see if it comes up. Yeah, okay, I got it. Let's take a look. All right, so here's the listing, original listing.
It could be legit, or if you paid online, your money could have gone to Lagos.
It didn't come up in the sold, and it just said it ended. So who knows? Maybe he's talking with somebody off.
Probably someone talked to him personally.
But let's take a look at what this is.
It could be. It could go either way. I mean, there's enough pictures to make it look.
Were there any hand painted covers?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who this could be? I mean, how many people in the world would have?
Well, someone in Chicago, that makes sense because, yeah.
I mean, this is someone who actively collected these. I mean, this is kind of crazy. right?
Well, there's been a few collections like this that have come up lately. Not this big, but one in DC. Because Van got a hold of a good grip of
Someone could have
originals and
got a hold of it when the person passed away, too.
True. Yeah.
True, yeah.
So-
But yeah, 22K. Local pickup Chicago.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because that many you're not going to try.
Oh.
You're going to have a lot
I
of
would-
shipping if you're going to ship all that. It's going to take forever.
Hold on. Roberto, I do not giggle. That's one thing I do not do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a wild listing. I mean, what a way to do it. I mean,
That could be a
for
great
eBay.
score for somebody.
I
mean, as far as I've ever seen, I've never seen a listing like that before.
Me
That's-
neither. And then it'd be interesting if I hope a shop bought them, because a shop, these will turn up now. These will turn up. There'll be some kind of, hey, we got a collection, and you'll start seeing these.
I've seen. I think Charlie had. It wasn't 22 grand, but it was like 12 grand for a big Blue Note collection, as I recall.
Well,
It was years ago.
Yeah, Record Wonderland got a very rare jazz collection that had a bunch of L Saturns too last year, and that's in the Chicago area, and that's Chris Cole from the VC works there on Saturdays, and so I mean, I hope a shop like that, a smaller shop, because that could really help a smaller shop.
Yeah, a smaller shop can't put out $22,000.
Right, but it you never know. I mean,
Unless maybe
could get a loan or something.
Maybe their parents.
I'm going to tell you something.
Please, Dad.
No, like there was this thing going around the Instagram, and I forget, it was a record store complaint, kind of putting it out there that he's not participating in Record Store Day, and he kind of said, "I have to front like $20,000."
No,
so
it's true.
It's like I don't know.
It's a gamble.
Here's my impression of someone walking in with a box full of records, and there's a good records inside of it. I'm doing my act as the record store owner. Ooh, I'll buy these from you. $500 here. That's the record store owner. He's not gonna pay $22,000 for some Ra records. It'll be like the In-Groove adding to his collection or somebody like that.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens.
Not all record store owners are like that, though.
No,
right?
they're not, but a lot are.
Yeah. I mean,
but you made a good point about RSD, because over here, Repo's a very small store, and I know he's had to front 30-some thousand before for a big one, especially one that has like a Taylor Swift or Rodrigo or any of those big titles.
People who don't own record stores or aren't part of the business should not criticize it if they don't know anything about it. It's pretty silly. Oops, sorry.
They do well enough, though. I mean, they sell most of it in 4 hours.
They make all their money on used records. That's their bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to be someone like Dusty. It's got to be these high-end stores that has clientele. Because the first thing, if I was propositioned with a collection like that, the first person I would call is my high-end buyers.
Rob, did you share it with Esposito?
I didn't. I might have sent it to him, but he's
a once in a lifetime buy.
Everything I send to him.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, is it hard to find those records?
Yeah, a lot of especially some of the ones in the pictures. There's some ones. There's only three or four copies have come up in the last decade.
Look, and if I'm spending that kind of money, I want to hold the records in my hand before I buy them.
Yeah, luckily it did say local pickup, so I'm sure you could go look at it. But it's taken down. So,
Rob, do you have any else like original L Saturns, the old ones?
No, but I mean, I have original some Ra's,
you got a bunch,
not ones he's put out,
right?
But I've seen them. I've had opportunity, but
you sent pictures from like Atomic.
The cheapest I've ever seen an original one, I think, was like $175.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cheapest I've seen one, and I'm not all about having originals of everything. So
it's probably the Egypt concert.
No, it was. I don't know what it was.
Sun Connection is usually cheap.
It was it was a handmade cover and everything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're selling, and then they're not in the greatest condition if they're at the lower end of what they go for.
True. Yeah.
I've seen some pretty cool ones.
Yep.
Not at shops, just from friends of
okay.
mine. But it's fun because you're like, whoa, they're so bespoke. There's
it's interesting.
Something really cool about it.
Yeah, Dom's got just one, and he has My Brother the Wind, but his is like all different colors, hand painted on the cover. It's really cool to see that. He just showed it a few videos back. But it's the only one he's found.
Cool. Let's see.
Well, he's not really actively looking for him either, but.
So let's see. So the original, it looks like the one you have, Dave.
Yeah, if you go over to
like
that
this?
one, the next one.
Oh,
this
after
one?
that. That's what Dom's looks like.
It looks like someone just. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, one of the guys in the band sat at the table and did that.
Yeah. Cool.
To have at a gig,
And there are a few other types. Like this one looks awesome.
Yeah, that's
sometimes there's paint and sometimes it's ink and.
Yeah, they really changed it up.
It's just whatever.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's whatever 3-year-old was sitting around with a bunch of crayons.
So the only old Sunrise I have are the reissues on Impulse. I have the Magic City.
Oh, yeah.
I have all those.
I have I think it's the one that's like supersonic sounds, something like that.
I need that one actually.
Yeah, they're like $70 when I see them.
Like
Rosa has a lot of them actually.
It wasn't that long ago. They were 25, 30.
I know.
I mean, it really wasn't that long ago. The Impulse ones were not crazy. I mean, I remember getting the first one I ever bought was the one that's only on Impulse. Oh, what's that one called? With the black cover.
They read.
That was like $50.
Yeah, Black is a black.
Yeah, that's the one.
They in the Sundays. I think the estate has a deal with Sundays. They've reissued a couple of the Impulse.
This one?
Yeah, I have that one.
Because my brother told me to get it. Yeah.
That one is an original Impulse. All the other Impulses are reissues of
the earlier
much earlier recordings. Yeah. I love the artwork they did on those too, though. They really kind of improved the artwork a little bit.
Yeah, I like them. I think some of them are like very old. So if you get it and you're just like, this doesn't sound like an Impulse like fidelity, it's because it's like a late 50s recording. So just keep that in mind.
I have originals
from Savoy, I think.
I have originals of the what label? I have originals of the ESP. ESP.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
those.
There was a mint still in the plastic of the Savoy that was at Little Axe for a little bit.
That's right. You sent us a picture of that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was $500.
That seems like a fair price.
Yeah, I mean, it had been opened but played maybe once. Still had the price tag too, and I think it took about a month to sell.
That's a fair price.
I saw a copy of that. One of the Dembosh posts on Instagram. Someone had a wall, and that was on the wall.
Wow.
I forget what price was.
It's kind of just the artwork is so cool.
Oh yeah.
I mean, some people. I know people who it's their favorite.
Did Chad reissue that?
Huh?
Did Chad reissue that?
No.
Craft.
Okay. Because the Craft reissues in the bins at Noble right now. I almost grabbed it the other day.
It's good. It's worth
a friend of mine who's a record store owner, that's his favorite. For whatever reason. That's not my favorite, but
yeah, I mean, I like late 70s stuff, but
yeah.
I don't think I've listened to enough to have a favorite.
I haven't listened to that much. I like Languidity. That's the one
I want that record. I bought it once. Whoever has the rights to reissue, and it was just like a bad pressing.
Oh yeah, my pressing does not sound fantastic, but I don't think it's the same one that you have.
I think they did it's Philly Jazz.
Yeah, this is the first Philly Jazz.
Yeah,
jazz
click
player.
on that. That's not a cheap record, right?
No. Oh gosh, no. It's.
I'm glad I got it when I did.
Yeah, it's like a $1,000 record.
But go back to the listings. I think whoever has the rights to it has been doing reissues of it like regularly, and I
Mhm.
think this 2004 people have been saying is a good pressing.
This one here.
Yeah,
Well,
that one there.
If you guys ever in Portland, Eric, who owns Mississippi Records,
Yeah.
is the guy who's been putting on the orchestra shows for like 20 years or something like that. In Portland.
You know,
he's like cool. The one that does the Portland. So he has a whole section in the jazz section before A starts.
Mhm.
It's like this much Sun Ra, and they're all reissues. But
Cool.
he finds the better ones.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Now,
I mean, I have a lot of original Sun Ra's, meaning the stuff that came out on Black Saint and the one with Walt Dickerson.
Mm-hmm.
His last record, which he had a deal with Geffen, I think. That was like his last album.
Oh yeah, I remember the white cover.
Yeah, it's him on the cover.
Yeah.
Like
I don't have that one. You found that one not that long ago, didn't you?
Yeah, and it's awesome on Translation Vinyl. It's good.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like crazy stuff.
No.
Cool. Yeah. Everybody talks about Languidity.
The story behind it, I know a little bit. It was just a jam session. They recorded it like as they were rehearsing.
Yeah.
Well, I have that Byron Lancaster Philly Jazz number 4 or whatever, and it's just a live concert at like their community center. So I think Philly Jazz only put out like 4 or 5 titles, right?
Yeah, and that's the only one I need left. The Byron Lancaster, and Lance had one for sale the other night. And I just missed it.
I'm not when I was back in DC at a CD Trader.
Mm-hmm.
They had one of the Philly Jazz titles. It was a Khan Jamal.
Yeah.
And I almost bought it, and I just didn't do it.
I got that from Sound of Blue in Philly. That was a bigger purchase at the time. But yeah, this weekend the Seattle, I don't know if it's the Symphony or Philharmonic, the big group in Seattle is going to do a whole Sun Ra show this weekend. They're going to play the music of Sun Ra. I told Mazzy, so maybe he'll go. I don't know.
Nah, I don't know about that.
He likes some of the early stuff if they play the early stuff. But I don't know. That's a pretty cool deal that they're doing. If Charlotte did it, I'd go to that. But yeah, anyway, back to so I got a few more records at that convention, but I think that was all the jazz. I won't spend too much time on these. Now, this guy I don't find records of much. I imagine you see him in LA a lot, but Lee Hazelwoodism. It's Cause and Cure, Lee Hazelwood record.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep your Lee Hazelwood.
I don't know. I didn't have any of his stuff, so I grabbed that.
People love him.
This John Fahey, the voice of the turtle. I heard this was good. I like Fahey.
Cool. What label's that on?
Tacoma.
Yeah, that's his own label, right?
Yeah, he has his own label, but this is a double. And it's some different version than one of the others. But it wasn't a first, but it was like a second press.
Yeah, I think the oh shit, what's the label? Is it
Tacoma?
It's not Tacoma. He re-released. Was it the Vanguard?
Vanguard. Yeah, he ended up on
Vanguard. He re-released his Vanguards on Tacoma. So like, and also I think the Sky with the Y.
Oh yeah, and that was Gabor Szabo's label, I think.
Yeah.
Him and the producer.
Yeah.
What's his Gary McFarlane.
Yeah, I think I got two.
That was their label.
I got 2 more records at the fair. It's funny. The one seller, he was laughing because I got 3 records from him. I got a Sun Ra, I got a New York Dolls record original that I didn't have, so some punk glam stuff from back in the day in New York, during like Max's Kansas City days, and I got a Merle Haggard record. So he was like, "Damn, you're all over the place."
Mm-hmm.
But I dig a lot of different stuff, and I didn't have any Merle, so I figured this would be a good one. Merle Haggard and the Strangers, and this was cheap, and it was an original copy in really nice shape. I guess, I don't know. I figured it might be hard to find this in decent shape, so I grabbed that.
Cool.
And I think that was the convention. I didn't get a whole lot. There wasn't. I think the bigger vendors like Mike from South Carolina, he's down near Clemson. He has incredible stuff all the time. It kind of looked picked through. The only thing I found from him was that Fahey. I normally find a lot of great blues records from him. He's got great jazz. He did have an original of that one singer. Oh God, it was the thumbnail on my video, but I can't remember her name. You guys everybody always is like, yeah, her stuff is incredible.
Who, Blossom Dearie?
Yes, they had one of the first Blossom Dearies.
Here, I don't think I showed this last week, but
I know Rob likes her a lot.
Sorry, it's if you guys can see it, it's the Verve one with the black and white cover.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that Here Is or This Is or
something? Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the first.
So the Verve, this is that Verve Vault, which is replacing the Verve by Request, and these are done in this just like the Blue Note Classics. This is outstanding.
Damn.
So like an original of this is like $200 or more. I have one original Verve of Blossom Dearie, but this is excellent. It really is very good.
I feel like it's such a perfect title for her.
This is a Give Him the Ooh La La.
Yeah, I love that.
She's not as like mousy on this one.
Okay.
And is whimsy. She had her own label, Daffodil, and I think I have all her. During the pandemic, she had a Daffodil record. It's like Blossom Dearie goes electric, where she's playing electric keyboard. That thing was like $100 record, but it's kind of come down in price. But it's like $27. This is a great buy, and they do a good job of replicating the mono label. This really is so good, and it's Ryan K. Smith. It just sounds good. It's silent vinyl or all that good stuff.
Didn't you find that original of hers at that big estate grab that you had?
No, I went. It's when you're nice with record store owners and they give you. So I got I forget what the title. It's her Verve, or it's just a white cover with her, close up. That's a $200 record. I got it for $60.
Nice. I got just 2 more records to show, and then that'll be it for me. I wish it was more jazz, but I did get 2 rare records. This is Sonic Youth with Lydia Lunch, 7-inch. Very hard to find. This is awesome. And
Death Valley 69, is that what it is?
Yeah, this is killer. Really good tracks on that. That's prime Sonic Youth, early Sonic Youth. And then I did get in on the whole dead stock deal. I don't know what it is about this guy, and he's a weird one, but he's cool.
Ergot? Is it an Ergot thing?
Yeah, the Ergot guy keeps coming across boxes of dead stock of the craziest stuff. And it's amazing to me. And I think I asked Dom or somebody, I was like, or Alex, maybe I can't remember who I asked. They're like, yeah, he's in the right circles where he is in New York City. He's in the right circles with the artists, the writers and the art scene, or whoever, the musicians or whatever.
Let me see if I can.
He ends up getting dang boxes of dead stock of stuff. And he got this, it's from 86 from Mexico, private pressing from Rolando Chia, Sarawega Y, and it's like Fahey, but it's this guy from Mexico. This is incredible stuff. This is one of the most beautiful records I've ever heard, and and he had it for a fraction of what it goes for, like a fraction. So he's got more copies if you want this. Everybody's been getting it.
What does it normally go for?
It's sold for a lot. If Mike can pull up the Discogs, but he's got it for a good price. And these are perfect copies. They're perfect dead stock copies.
I'm sorry, it's Rolando what?
Chia, CHIA, and his stuff's really hard to find. This one's the most popular, so there are a few copies. But
he also invented the Chia Pet, right?
That is correct.
Well, it looks like he's placing them on.
Big at Christmas.
It looks like he's placing them on Discogs. So he has I guess he's putting them up one at a time. 75.
Yep, very fair price.
If anybody wants, I'll drop a link to this to check it out.
I mean, it was the first one that came up, so it was the lowest price.
Yeah. Okay, so just I do love his shop. So
Yeah.
he has a very simple sign out front. It's a step down shop. It's so it's relatively small. This is like I think the left wall. So this is more of like the rock stuff, and then he has a wall that's jazz, which
On
is
the
over
right,
here.
yeah, when you walk in.
But anyway, yeah, and he has it's really like
What's
really small.
I think it's Lower East Side. So it's in walking distance to A1 Records as well as Academy on 12th. So like last time I was in New York, I went to all three of them.
What does ergot mean? Do you guys know?
I don't know, but I when I went last year for WFMU, I got in a cab.
You've told this story a goddamn million
at
times.
LaGuardia, and I went right there, and then Mike showed up.
Okay, so ergot. Okay, it has a couple different definitions: a fungal disease of rye and other cereals in which black elongated fruiting bodies grow in the ears of the cereal, or a small horny protuberance on the back of a horse's fetlocks. That's probably I don't know.
So is that Trump's Bubba?
Yeah,
I don't know. Both of those seem pretty outrageous. But it's a nice shop, and I bought some French stuff. I bought a Michel Portal from him.
It looks surprisingly big, and like it's bigger than it looks.
No, it feels tight.
Is it tiny?
Tight. Yeah, it feels tight.
It's tight. But there's so much good. Everything in there's good stuff. Like everything they have in there is good stuff. I mean, the CD collection he had in one box by the counter.
This is basically the shop. If you turn around, that's where the cash register is, and he does have a wall of like the most expensive stuff behind him.
Yeah.
Okay,
but that's it there. Yeah.
Hey, does anyone?
Wall.
I forget. Does anyone watch this?
There you go.
They do this kind of micro series on TikTok of a record store in New York, where all these kind of Seinfeld-esque characters hang out.
Okay.
Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
If anybody knows, drop in the comments.
I forget the name of the store. If anyone remembers that.
Oh, it's a psychoactive. Okay, that makes sense then. Sort of. I can see
Now,
that.
Mike, you showed the picture of the wall at A1 from the other day. There was some good stuff on there.
Yeah, there was. A1's good. They always have something that's good there. I mean,
I screwed up when I was with you in there because that dang Stanley Cowell record with that cover, I had never seen it before, and I'll probably never run across it again.
So
in a shop.
A1 is that's the outside of it, and
that's been there forever.
When you go inside, it's got just albums everywhere.
You're showing the same, even though they're different stores. They all look the same.
No, this is totally
that record store looks huge.
This is much bigger.
Yeah,
they're jazz bin. So when you're looking down here, all of this is jazz, and all of this back here is jazz too.
Yeah, they have a lot of jazz.
So you could dig for a while, and they generally have, they have.
Do they have steaks?
What? Oh yeah.
I thought their prices were
right next
too,
to, it's actually right next to Sparks, where the that famous mafia guy got killed.
Oh,
hey, I got 2 records to show, just 2.
All right, jump
I
in.
can show more, but I think this is the one. This
You
was
better be good, Rob.
Well, this one's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so tell us about that.
So, I think I have another record where the same lineup is kind of on it, but I can't remember. But this is a Rudy Van Gelder and Rudy and the Deadwax. In fact, how often do you see Rudy like on the back cover? There he is.
Yep, there he is.
That's awesome.
And he wore a Casio. This Carlos Ward, Ricky Ford, Charles Davis, Dick Griffin, Cecil McBee, and Ben Riley. And they're mostly playing like Cape Jazz, but it's so good. This is such a good record.
I never see that record.
Yeah, the label's good.
Wow.
I have it somewhere.
Yeah,
nice.
This is really good. If you ever can find this, grab this record.
Is it crazy expensive or no?
No.
Nah, I mean I paid $30.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize it was warped, but I put it in the machine flat. It's beautiful.
Nice.
So, but just kicks ass.
Damn. I know Notes and Tones wants it.
He asked me if I was keeping this.
Yeah.
If I find another copy, it's for him.
Yep.
Here's the other one, and I didn't realize that one of us was keeping a secret.
Okay, go on.
I don't know if anyone knows this record. It's a rare contemporary classical from 1976. It's on this Titanic label. I don't know why someone decided, oh, that would be a good name for our record. A label.
Is there a ship on? Is it the Titanic picture on there too? The ship?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
this
Lord.
is so it's Harley Gabor. The Winds Rise in the North. It's a double album. It's rare. It's not crazy expensive. But the secret one of us has been keeping is right there. Lineup. Dave plays cello on this record.
Oh, I knew he was an artist.
Yeah, man. We had a lot of fun recording this album. We had.
Yeah, I understand. You went to Ergot Records to record it. You got off the train.
Yep.
And you ran there.
Yeah, we recorded it right there in front of the rock section in Ergot. There were a few fights, so we knocked over a few things.
It says right
when
here
I
in
swung
there,
the cello around.
Dave's recollection of recording this. No,
Mike ordered a copy of OD on off of Discogs.
Okay, so Mike saw it and had to have it. Okay.
Good job, Mike.
Good work.
Oh,
sir.
You ordered this.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Ergot one. Okay.
So I think he had. So this is technically, that's the name of the band. So there are other records with this band, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And who's the producer on that? So if you look at the back, it has Rudy Van Gelder's name at the bottom, and then there's the producer. It's like Samantha something. You see, there's also a picture of her. Does anybody know who
Samantha B. Benjamin and Brand. He's the
producer. Brand, yeah.
Wasn't his?
I mean, this is her right here.
Yeah, I was wondering if you know what her story was.
She likes to wear the beret.
Okay. If anybody knows, drop it in the chat, please.
I thought there was a singer that wasn't that his wife.
Okay, so
I don't know.
So quickly, now that we're in a little bit, we do have a poll up. So we do have a poll. It's Jazz Bums, the channel, has done 165 Friday night live streams. We've done more live streams than that, but just 165 Friday night. The first one was actually September 9, 2022. And just quickly, our first Friday Night Live. This was we live stream a few times before this, but you have Mazzy here with us three, and then you got this guy here who's up. So first live stream, we had help from them, and we certainly needed it. But yeah. So anyway, so the poll question is, how many have you watched of the 165? Under 10, 10 to 50, 50 to 120, or 120 plus? So
I've watched 0 of them.
Yeah, you've been on them all.
Vault 67 is in deep.
Yeah, Rob, you probably are up there with the most, with being on the most, because Chris, Felipe, and I don't make them all.
No.
So we're probably pretty close.
I've been kicked off a lot of them.
It's true. Yeah. We abuse you, Rob.
Hey, it's so funny. I have so many
when Mazzy comes on, you two get after each other.
I'll tell you something. I've have so many records that I have not listened to. So I cracked this open. I bought it a long time ago.
Okay.
This is a Classic Records, which they only pressed once on 33. And this is QX vinyl. And it's awesome. Sounds so good.
Cool. Is that a deep groove? Did they do the deep groove on it?
Yeah, they did the deep groove.
It's Johnny Griffin, right?
I don't know exactly what it is, but there's like a mono series on Classic Records, and they did the deep groove. And I don't have any of them, but I do think they're very, very cool that they.
I think most of the Classic Records they did the deep groove. Mike?
Okay.
I think they did it on all of them, to be honest.
Okay.
If it was like a
A blue
An
note.
original deep groove recording.
Right. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Felix.
Cool.
But sounds really good. It's, a great version of the record. It's the only one I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael Hobson did a good job. When you look at classic records, they like experimented with all different types of stuff.
Well,
I couldn't find my copy of is it Askaya? Is that the name of the dollar brand?
It's Ikea.
Ikea.
Yeah.
I did find 2 other Inges.
Oh, cool. What do we got?
I have a lot of dollar brand, but these are both good, but no Cecil McBee on these.
My favorite
Ricky Ford and Billy Higgins are on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Ricky Ford's on the one Rob showed.
The one he did on Enja, and it doesn't go for crazy money, but it's like the Free Jazz City with everybody's on it. Is that African Space Station?
I love that record.
That record is awesome.
Yeah, I got whose copy of that? Did
I have
get?
it over here. It's in the box over here.
I got Greg Wooten's old copy, collector out in L.A.
Oh, let's see. I was playing it the other day.
I think a lot that has a big giant band on it, but it's everybody's on there.
This is another one that I love. That one. This one's good too. This does have Cecil McBee.
Nice.
Oh yeah. That's a trio, right? It's Cecil McBee and. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, it's Cecil McBee and Roy Brooks.
Yeah, that is an awesome ass record.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and the space. There's another one, African something, that I really like.
Oh.
The ones with the black and white grainy covers are the best.
Well, that's what. So this one is the African Space Program.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
love that record.
You have Cecil Bridgewater on trumpet, Enrico Rava trumpet. So I guess it's a larger ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll drop a link to this if anybody wants to check it out.
Yeah, that one's really good, and I think that one came out on Inner City too. So you can probably get a slightly cheaper copy. I'll look for mine. I can't remember which I have. But yeah, there's like 3 ones with black and white covers, and those are my favorites.
Mm.
With there's one of his I'm still looking for, one of the German copies. I can't remember the name though. It goes which something I can't remember what it's called. It's been too long. I haven't looked for it in a while.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I was just going to check in with the poll real quick. So as always, this poll is brought to you by Jazz Bumps Polling. Jazz Bumps Polling is for entertainment only and does not reflect official data or endorsements. This one actually, I would say, is kind of official data. So it's actual viewers watching and telling us, self-reporting their amount of Friday night live stream views. So right now, 10 to 50 is 37%, 50 to 100 is 32%, and basically all of them is a quarter. So, and then under 10, we have 7%. So for the new viewers, welcome to the stream. We have Felipe. Hey, Felipe.
Those are good numbers.
What's up? How's you guys doing?
We're doing good.
So I was walking the dog, taking care of a few things, and yeah, couldn't come a little earlier.
Welcome.
Oh,
So we were just talking about the poll. So Felipe, we've done 165 Friday night live streams starting in September 2022.
I still remember the first one.
Yeah.
Did you mention the story?
No, that was actually, so those were earlier live streams on Friday Night Live. So the earliest ones were just basically Felipe trying to get home to get on the live stream.
Roberto, you're being very unfair. I'm getting traumatized by that, Roberto. Don't say that.
No, the best ones Felipe ever did were the ones Felipe would do this. This is what Felipe did.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah,
or you hear the food.
That is very true. Yes,
a couple times.
Yeah. Now I have a proper setup. I don't have a background yet, but I have a proper setup where it could be.
Cool.
So yeah, the very first one, as I can remember, I think. So back in 2021, no 22, right, Mike?
22.
22. I think was our first video that we made in June 5th, I think 2022.
Okay.
And then a couple of weeks later, I think on a Friday, I was still living in Tampa Bay area. I would be driving to Miami on the weekends to do some work. I think it was so I usually travel on a Friday night, get to a hotel and sleep and work during the weekend. And I remember this Friday night, those guys were texting me, guys, we're going live, I'm going to do something. And I got to the hotel, and I think I called you guys like 2 hours in or something. And I think that's why the whole thing came like putting my name on the titles, right? Because I think the very first was like, where
That's right.
Was I? It was something like this, yeah.
Yeah, people are wondering why the title is always about Felipe. It has always been about Felipe since the first one. We did it once, and then I think Chris said we should just name them all about what Felipe's doing, and then we just did.
Even though Felipe's not on a lot of them.
Yeah, you got to keep it going.
No, it's a rule.
That's a forever rule.
That cannot be broken.
Yeah.
Well, and it has a Felipe, and it goes with the title of the record. So
exactly, that's it, Chance. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
All right, what do you got here?
The craft box came. I don't know what they sent me.
Is this
Felipe,
the UPS package?
the crack box.
What did you say?
They
Crack
sent you
box?
some crack.
Crack.
Crack box? That's
Yeah,
what I heard.
crack. Well, it's supposed to be Craft Record Store Day records. So let's see.
Ooh.
What is it? Oh, Record Store Day. What are they doing?
Well, they have more than one, but this is what
Well, they're
they
doing the miles, that 10-inch miles.
Yeah, well, that didn't come. So here's what they sent me. They sent me 2.
Okay.
So they sent me the jazz, the Jazz Dispensary, RSD, Gravy Train.
And were they able to get the original tapes, or not really, because it's a compilation?
Yeah, this one is Brazilian stuff.
Yes. Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Damu Romaro, Belisete,
Don Ramon Bolasete, yes.
Isn't Tom Zay on there?
Later,
Yeah.
Paulino da Costa.
Paulinho da Costa. You know that Paulinho da Costa is probably the most recorded musician ever.
Really?
Yeah, he's
He's
a
on a lot of
percussionist. He lives in LA, by the way. Yes.
And then they sent me the Abby Lincoln.
Nice.
Cool. That's awesome.
Oh, there was
I
an
have
OG of this one.
OJC of that.
Local here, yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I already have an OJC of this one,
Okay.
but I mean, this one's great.
Cool.
Okay, I'll share what I got because it's not very much.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
This is the best one.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Nice.
And this is kind of where I like my free, I guess. It's not very free.
It's not crazy.
That's missing from my collection.
It's in my collection.
It's super clean.
Is it stereo or mono?
Stereo, I think.
There's a lot of different versions.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been playing it stereo. Maybe I've been playing it wrong. Oh, no, it's mono.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool.
Yeah, here's the. It's got like almost a deep groove, not really.
Okay.
The ESP groove press.
Oh, it has that nice thick jacket with like the wraparound slick thing. Is that right, Brendan?
Yeah.
Brendan?
It's a great find.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah. I was like, this looks really good, and then I put it on, and I was like, oh yeah, I actually didn't have the $75, so I had him put it aside for me. And
You got a good deal on that.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
That's cheap for that one.
Jeff had come back from Japan, and we didn't, like it seems like the free stuff is the best deals right now in Japan.
Okay.
If you're not, unless you're buying like Japanese pressings of things, which I think if I went to Japan, I would do that. I would buy a bunch of Japanese pressings of things that are expensive.
Mhm.
This was in the bargain bin. This is cool.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
really nice. Ruben Blades is on it, or Ruben Blades, however you want to say it. His family says they pronounce it both ways. So, double LP. Just I don't know. It's my dad had this record, so I remember the cover because I thought it was crazy because I thought he looked like Gene Simmons when I was a kid. I was like
kind of wearing a dress, like with those bullfan things.
Yeah, it's all like he looks all glammed out, like it's pretty crazy. Yeah. But not really. It's just the cover because when you go in there, it's like he looks pretty 70s,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
what year is that? Like 77, 78?
I think 77-ish.
Yeah, sounds like
probably. But there's a great band with Symphonia people and Ruben Blades on a couple things.
Hey Mazzy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Not yet, but thank you.
I'm talking about all the streams, all the live streams. Not your date.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that's more important than your child.
Yeah.
This is really cool. I think someone may have showed this before. This is wonderful.
Conca, really nice 80s band, electronic.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. Conca,
from Brazil?
No, I think they're European. Check out Conca, like this, K-O-N-K and
yeah, Konkan, I forget. It's a.
It had a few hits, yes.
Konkan is a type of Indian music. So this is this is one of the Lansdowns. So this is a British guitarist, obviously of either Portuguese or Brazilian descent, with the name De Silva.
Is that part of the same series that put out the Mike Taylor trio?
Yes.
Cool.
But this is from a few years back. This isn't
okay.
I think this was like 2023 or something like that, or maybe 2022.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is I've picked up some of those like jazz meets Indian music. Even that Phil Woods with John Mayer, it's not, I can't get into it, but this is really good. And there is someone on sitar, two tabla players.
Oh, you're thinking of the Joe Harriet with John Mayer.
Joe Harriet, that's what I'm thinking of.
And it's not the guitar player John Mayer.
No, it's the sitar, Indian sitar player.
No, John Mayer is. I saw him, and he's an American who plays. That's
So this is
that's not John Mayer on the sitar, I think.
Isn't that?
It says John Mayer right here.
I understand that, but the John Mayer plays piano and he's white.
Oh,
I don't know. Look and see.
Patti Smith is piano on this.
Yeah, that's the John Mayer is the Indian.
Okay.
I don't know if he's British or Indian, but that's who John Mayer is, the sitar player.
Yeah. Okay. There's also the one with the like dancer on the cover, right?
Yeah, that's the one I listen to. Yep. Although that might be the same record, just with a different cover.
No, I think it's this one here.
No, actually, there's another one.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's
the other one is the American pressing.
On Atlantic. It's on
Atlantic.
I
think that's the same one we just saw before, except the Atlantic pressing.
Okay. Well, it says Columbia, but
no, they did British Columbia.
There it is.
Keep not going British down. Columbia in Canada, but
you guys are arguing so much tonight.
Keep going down. Scroll down.
Okay.
There it is. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
That's on Atlantic.
And cool. All right.
And it has a different cover, the American cover, but it's great. The last song I'm not super into, but because it's kind of, one of these things is not like the other kind of thing. But the rest of it's fantastic. And I'm starting to get into the last track. So this is really good. And And if you can find one, get it.
Cool.
And then I got 2 cheapies. I got this for $8 and it's mint.
That's
Yeah.
a great concert, a great sounding record.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
And,
It is a great sounding record, and
Yeah.
it is like
it's
got
a
in the
Van
bargain
Gelder
bin,
cut.
and like
It's a
it
Van Gelder
looks,
cut.
it looks maybe played a couple times. It's
Yeah.
That's my favorite Stan Getz bossa nova-ish record.
Yeah, and you know, one of the funny thing about Brandon, they put a picture of Tom Jobim and the centerfold, but he's not there.
yeah.
Oh.
He didn't play the concert. Yes.
They wanted to sell
Right,
records.
he's on the record where they took most of the material, but he's not on this.
On this concert, yes.
Yeah,
He's not there.
and then one more cheap minty $8 record, and it was still got
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
Ella does Gershwin.
Yeah.
The Buffett covers are
They're so
great.
cool.
These
Yeah.
are beautiful. Yeah.
I could wouldn't it would be if I could get like it would just be nice to have some really nice reproductions of these. Like,
Yeah, they did a I don't know if it was Verve, Analog Spark, or one of those. I have the box set of all those, and what they did, there's a print of each cover separately in the box.
yeah, it would be nice to put because he must have done a dozen of them.
Yeah,
You know, this is what drives me crazy. I'm going to take the plastic off because it's a double LP, but when they rip the thing to use the gun, it drives me mad.
oh,
Because if it were a single album, I'd probably keep the plastic. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't an LP.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, those are great.
So
Gershwin, come on.
yeah, there's the Ella does
All the songbooks. They did.
Cole Porter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember all of them.
those of you in the CD world, there's an amazing box set. It's a red box set that has all the songbooks, Verve songbooks in it, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
That's where CDs shine. You know,
What was
another-
the crazy one that the owner of
Yeah.
the one shop
Here,
in
hold
New York
on.
showed,
The
Mike?
class.
Yeah. The Japanese
Jazz Record
CD,
Center.
It was
the
Gershwin.
Japanese CD editions are
Oh.
great too.
Yeah, the back photo is really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, this was a full like Norman Granz project.
But this
right?
is, I mean, this thing is perfect. Obviously, it was just sealed in plastic until 2 seconds ago, but you know, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I know these records aren't that valuable, but these were.
But to find them really clean, it's not so easy. That it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually bought them all, Brandon. I brought them home, cleaned them, and they were noisy. Like, so it's if you got a clean one, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad would always play these when my grandmother during Christmas when my grandmother was over.
Yeah.
Because Ella was one of her favorites. So
It's amazing when you think about it that an illustrator or painter gets his name so big on the cover without the artist name.
yeah.
I mean, I've never seen. I mean, Warhol used to do that.
Hey, just to
One more?
reply to a comment in the Peanut Gallery, Roger, I've been to Margaritaville in Orlando, and they serve you on stilts.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So
Well,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Whenever someone comes here to spend some days and come for a visit and say, I go to Orlando, I want to come along and say, how much do you want me for not to go with you?
We love Orlando here. Any Orlandans are welcome. We love it.
Okay.
not jazz, but
I'm willing to
this
pay
up
not to
too.
go
This
there.
is FK Twigs.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is it's got a very like Albert Watson-esque
Mhm.
kind of like look
It's a
to
great
it
album.
with the super dark like
Is that Kate
black
Moss?
and white brown.
Is that Kate Moss?
No, it's
The cover
Twigs.
looks like Kate Moss, the model.
No, it's her. She's
No,
That's
gorgeous.
her.
That's hers. Yeah.
She
Uh,
just did a "What's in My Bag."
It
and
looks
her
like a
body
math-
is her body's
Wow.
pretty insane too. That's
Yeah.
her.
She put out one of the best records last year.
We saw her in LA. We drove down to LA to see her I don't know, 15 years ago, I guess. 10 years ago, I guess. No, more than 10.
Yeah.
But it was a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's moody and dreamy.
Yeah.
This one's more poppy though than her stuff's usually really slow and I don't know.
I can't remember if she showed any jazz on her thing she just did for Amoeba, but
Was her head shaved? Or
I don't know. I can't,
because
remember.
I've never seen her with her head. Like, this is a new look. She usually has hair.
Yeah, I think it was short. I think her hair was still short.
But yeah, this is a cool record. I was listening to it the other day.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, she was just on. Yeah, it was red or whatever.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, she showed some Parliament.
Oh, that's too bad. She never got the four man.
That's coming out pretty soon, right?
She should have waited and not got that 4 Man of the Beard version.
What's up, Felipe?
I think that Funkadelic, the Free Your Mind. Yeah. It should be coming out very soon.
I got that.
Next week.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
If you ordered it from the In-Groove.
No, I got the Rough Trade. They have a nice variant.
How copy do I have?
In-Groove did it on a Stoughton jacket. That's his variant.
So this is the one I got. Dom sent it to me. I think it might be an early copy. Can't remember.
In-Groove did a Stoughton jacket, and the other ones are not Stoughton, Rob.
Yes.
So yeah.
Wow, that's the one to get.
No.
He did the 33, he did the 33 of the Stout, not the 45.
I got a leather jacket. All right.
What's up, Felipe? Felipe, you want to show some stuff?
Not much going on, Mike. I got the rest of the RSD stuff because everybody probably got it.
Okay. What'd you get?
The only one I have not listened to yet is the Muse for Record Store Day, the Pinnacle, Buster Williams. I haven't played this one yet, but I bet it sounds amazing.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, no, I bet. I mean, the lineup here is ridiculous. Buster Williams, Eric Thornton, Sonny Fortune, Woody Shaw, Billy Hart, Guilherme Franco, Suzanne McLean and Marcos on vocals, and Ohani Allen Gums on piano.
Okay.
2 tracks are sort of vocalese. This is right after Mondici stuff with Herbie.
Yeah. I mean, the Mondici was going good, but Herbie, he was coming through. We're doing this amazing music, and the venues are kind of empty. So I want to do something different. That's when he went to the Headhunters stuff.
Right.
The Terry Collier, the Old Town, great record, really good. Really enjoyed this one.
That one, the only thing about that one, you got to be prepared. You hear everyone eating and talking in the club.
Yes, I mean it happens even like the Blue Note ones, right?
Is there a drummer on that, Felipe, or is it just him with the?
No, it's solo.
Yeah, it's a solo one. Yeah. Okay. Another one that's really, really good, Live at the Jazz Showcase. They use Saif Lateef.
But that's not this similar than the 2 other ones they put out, right?
No, I think it's very interesting.
It's different. That's the whole Joe Siegel.
It's
the Joe Siegel recordings from Chicago.
Yeah. So really interesting one too. I think this year.
Who's the band on that one, Felipe? The Yusuf. Who's on?
The Yusuf Lateef. The band here is Kenny Barron, Bobby Cunningham on bass, and Albert Heath on drums.
Yeah, it's like the same band from the other 2.
Yeah, but it's a really interesting session. I dig it. Really good.
Cool.
Another one here. Of course, another Ahmad Jamal. A little later.
They're all the 70s. Mid 70s.
Yeah. You can tell by his storage.
That looks good.
78, I think, or 77, something like that.
Let's see, 76 actually. March 76.
Okay.
What year was the Lateef live show? Does it say?
Well, the Lateef was 75.
Are we raffling these off, Felipe?
Probably. I'm probably just gonna keep one of those because it's just too much stuff. I have no room, and I have priorities in my life. But those records are amazing. I I mean, right. I just can keep everything. Otherwise, I need a storage unit. The last two ones I want to show is the ones I played the most with more attention. The Mal Waldron.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be one Rob will be after, I'm sure.
It was recorded in '79. The just showcase also in Chicago. Keep in mind, these are not like recorded at the best studio with the best miking and everything, but
They're board tapes, at the club.
Yeah. There's a lot of solo piano here. Okay, I think to me, side 4 really kicks ass. It's fire with Sonny Stitt.
Yeah,
when Sonny Stitt kicks in, this thing just goes somewhere else.
He's on the last 2 tracks on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth it. It's a build-up. If you're into Mal Waldron, again, his displays a lot of his musicianship here. A lot of like standards in a sense. Could happen to you around midnight, Star by Starlight, Stardust. But he really plays his ass off here. But I think side 4 with Sonny Stitt, that's where it is.
Nice.
Okay.
Now, if I was going to hold a gun to your head, but mainly I want to hold it to Mazzy's head, which one would you say is the best sounding one?
Honestly, this one sounds good, but you can tell it's not like you cannot get like perfect crystal clear, but it's still really good. It's still really good for the kind of like live recordings from small venue and all that. No issue.
There's a couple of them with some tape hiss on them, so just be prepared.
Yeah, the Bill Evans ones, yes.
You're going for the performance.
What the Joe Henderson one is the one that looks the
That
best.
might be the best sounding, maybe.
I was gonna say that's the last one. I was gonna say it's a triple Joe Henderson with Joanne Bracchino piano, Steve Robbie on bass, and Dennis Spencer on drums. It's a 1978 performance. This thing's fire. This absolute fire.
Mm.
And they all come out on CD, so you can always.
Yeah, Nicole made a good comment. Yeah.
So a week later, they're gonna come on CDs.
How many LPs is there in that?
So 3,000 for this one.
I know, but how is that a double LP or
It's a triple.
triple?
Yeah. So it has Mr. PC, Inner Urge, Invitation, Relaxing Camarillo, Record Me, Round Midnight, Good Morning Heartache, Softly as in the Morning Sunrise, and Isotope. It's like he's going for the hits here.
Mm.
And,
I recorded a conversation yesterday with Zev that'll be Monday, and I suggested, because 2 of those have Round Midnight. I said someday you ought to do a record store day version with just everyone doing Round Midnight. Do a comp of all the Round Midnight.
There's a lot. They put out 11 records, and there's you can't
It's
go
a bit
wrong
overwhelming,
anywhere.
isn't it?
Yeah, there's some. I wouldn't even say discrepancies, but some of them sound really good. Some of them sound average because you have to take into account where they came from, how they were done. But musicianship, art-wise,
They're all great.
absolutely.
Music, performance, and musically, they're all
You
great.
can't go wrong. Yeah, like one of my favorite that Jeff put out is the Sonny Rollins. Like you run the really early ones, and it's kind of the one Sonny Rollins in Holland. Kind of weird, but the music is great. I love going back to the record. Yeah, and since we get promos here and there, that's all we do. We keep whatever we want. I just want to keep one, to be honest, and I don't want Mike keep whatever is left. We're gonna just send to viewers.
Yeah, there are a few. That Michelle one. How do you pronounce his last name? It's like Petrucciani.
Petrucciani.
That one looks cool. The Joe Henderson, I think, looks cool.
The sound of that one is really good.
Which Petrucciani is it?
You got it.
It's downstairs, Mike.
Here it is.
Okay, who's the band on that, Mazzy?
It's Dave Holland on bass and Elliot Zygmunt on drums.
I think that looks cool.
Yeah, this is a great sounding record. This is
the Dave Holland solos are.
This is 1987 too.
Yeah.
This is recorded in Santa Cruz at a jazz festival in Santa Cruz, California. The 2, are you finished? I don't want to interrupt. Are you finished?
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
The 2 best sounding. If you're like, I was talking to Westman today because he got some of these, and he comes from the audiophile. So for his audience, I think the 2 best sounding, Now, forget performance, but these are a great performance. I'd say if you're looking for performance jazz, obviously Pinnacle, Buster Williams, this is incredible. 2 songs has vocals, but they're like vocalese. There's not lyrical. And the first track, he plays electric Fender precision bass. The rest is acoustic bass. This is a killer record. But I tell you, the one that blew me away, performance, tight band as hell, and sound-wise, is this Roy Hargrove.
Yeah, that's the one I want to keep because I'm a huge Roy Hargrove.
Wow.
Amazing. Buy this. Go to Record Store Day. Buy this record.
Wow. Okay.
It's Roy
Nice.
Hargrove, Shermy Irby. I think this is a tight band he's had for a while. This is at a peak. This is recorded in 2000.
That's 2000. Yeah, I
TV
just realized it was actually my birthday.
Oh, it's Bern, Switzerland, a jazz fest.
Yeah.
Sherman Irby, Larry Willis, Gerald
Cannon,
and Willie Jones III. I tell you, this is hard bop. It's a killer opening track of Stranded for 16 minutes, and it goes into depth, which has more swing to it. Incredible record.
Cool.
And Roy Hargrove.
I oversiping it. It's great.
Yeah. So and Roy Hargrove, he has so many amazing records. He
died too young, like 49 years old.
He has his kind of hip hopish record. They're super hard and expensive to find. That Verve by Request put out, I think, last year. And he was also involved in Voodoo, D'Angelo, the Jay Dilla stuff in the early 2000s. So he was so great, so amazing. And it's a shame that he died so early. It's so bad.
It's And the last one I want to, I got 2 more, but this is really good. And this is not a Record Store Day one, but this is the Impex Bud Shank.
Oh,
and
very good.
Obviously Lorindo Almeida did the arrangements with Bud Shank. And of course, it's the whole samba, Gets Gilberto type samba stuff. Was it 1959? Especially side 2. This sounds incredible. Impex 33, Holiday in Brazil. There you go.
It's up for pre-order now on Impex's website. It probably will take you to Music Direct to buy it.
How much is it?
It's
$39.
Music Direct to
$40.
what's the name? No,
And Elusive Disc.
Elusive Disc. Yes.
Oh, is it? Oh, let's see. That's probably I think Impex and Elusive Disc have a relationship.
I'm sure it sounds great.
It's
You
really
can
good.
find that record though for $5.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll sound as good. I don't know. Maybe it will. I don't have it.
Well, the thing is, AB from Impex has selected this Barefoot Adventure Bud Shank too. So,
But I can tell you, I have
Bud Shank.
I have an original mono of that Barefoot, and it sounds awesome. Like these recordings are great recordings anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantasy, right?
Pacific Jazz.
This
Pacific
Jazz.
Jazz, yeah.
And I met AB 2 weeks ago in Los Angeles at a Discogs thing, and very nice, really very friendly.
So is that a bigger band on that? What's the
Here's
deal? with
another good Shank.
It's a good question. It's
once
the range.
What is the year of the record, Mazzy?
Pardon me?
What is the year on this one?
The age?
Year.
The year.
1959.
Okay.
Obviously, Mazzy didn't read the whole press release.
Brandon, what do you got?
This is the Bud Shank Quartet with Claude Williamson and Shank's on alto and flute. Don Prell and Chuck Flores.
No, I didn't listen. I just listened to the music, Rob.
Yeah. Well, you're a horrible gravy trainer.
And then, lastly, this is sort of bluesy. This is right after Trout Mask replica, Captain Beefheart. Talk about bluesy, more accessible than Trout Mask. But
This would be a good time to kick Mazzy off the stream.
Okay, that's enough.
So Mazzy, here's the question: did you get Paul McCartney white label that Termin Records put in today and sold out quickly?
Maybe.
That's a yes.
How many did they press of those?
It was very quick. When I clicked the email, it was already sold out.
How many do you think
I
they
think
did?
I think they clicked a lot. It's kind of a dumb thing. It's not like the real rare one they did a few years ago.
No.
And it's kind of when you do a faux test pressing, just because it's white, it's not really a test pressing, obviously. It's just white label, white. Yeah.
All of you look for Mazzy's copy on eBay in about a month.
Well, the last thing
the whatnot.
Yeah.
Yes, look on Whatnot.
By the way, I don't sell promos on Whatnot. I gave actually 4 promos today to Joey Callio after I listened to
But
review.
he's your boyfriend.
Well, I have one for you. I told you I have one for you.
I
I'm gonna send you.
know.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like Felipe. There's so many of these records, and some of these live records, as good as they are, I have so many records. I just
Exactly.
What am I going to pull?
Yeah.
Which one am I going to pull next time?
If I
Mazzy, are you and Kimbo and the crew going to be in line early coming up?
Probably.
Okay,
No
cool.
way. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but Matt, you do a good job with making videos.
Yeah.
So I enjoy watching.
That's what I do. It's my job now.
Yeah.
If I could be devil's advocate,
I get paid less than minimum wage, by the way. Even with my monetization, it comes out less than minimum wage. So fuck everyone who's pissed off.
Calm down. But devil's advocate a little bit. I was talking to Bob Say, who runs Freakbeat, and he goes, "Look, I didn't really order any of these 3 LP live jazz records because I just sit on them. No one buys them."
Of course, yeah.
And I do believe Element has a record coming out in a month. It looks like that. I have the Art Pepper record that came out a month after last Record Store Day, and it is excellent.
Elemental.
I understand why Record Store Day, passed on it. But I think I forget what the next. Let me look it up. Element has one coming out in a month, and it looks like it was a rejected. That album, I highly recommend. Go on Discog, see how much it's going for. That record, I have it right over here. The record is it's a great recording. It is so good.
Cool.
I want to show one more thing, and it's not jazz, but I want to show this because this is a personal favorite. If anyone saw my video this morning, a year ago, I did an interview with David Lowery from Camper Van Beethoven Cracker. And when I was talking to people from Cooking Vinyl, the label when I met him in London, I said, the one you got to do when Camper Van Beethoven returned and got together again in 2002, what they recorded for the comeback was a whole entire cover of Fleetwood Mac's Tusk. And this is out there, lo-fi. They turn it inside. It's just incredible if you like. I think Dave would like this. I don't know about the rest of you, maybe. But I don't
know, man. That don't look like jazz to me.
It's not jazz.
Well,
it's really you like other music.
Oh yeah. I showed a bunch earlier.
Anyway, this is really a cool record. This is Record Store Day worldwide. I think 2,300 copies, and it's 2 record set, and they cover song for song, and it's sometimes recognized. I mean, you recognize the songs, but they're bizarre and they're in a good way. So
now I did have to ask Felipe something. I got an Elenco record I'm looking for. I'm figuring you're going to be my guy.
Okay, which one?
From Brazil. So, I'll send it to you later.
Cool. Yeah, I have a bunch of this.
I'm wondering if that's something that might be able to be found in Florida because I can't find it anywhere.
Maybe. I mean, Brazil is easier. So Elenco is an interesting record label because they were strictly bossa nova, but extremely for saving costs, they would only print their covers in red, black, and white to save on the cost. And those covers became iconic. There should be like a book about their covers because they're so beautiful.
I need to get that book.
And they have some of the most beautiful covers ever. But
I love that label. I have a few, but I mean, there's one I need to get, and
those covers are paper thin, but those records are thick and heavy, like Blue Notes. It's crazy.
The stuff sounds great.
Yeah, they do.
This one, this is a favorite one right here.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the greatest guitar players ever.
Yeah, I mean, and this is an artist. I'll just say that playing some Baden Powell. That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Is that a Warhol cover?
No.
It's
Easy Street Records here got this collection of a guy who's going into facility, old guy in his late 70s, early 80s, who collected his life Warhol. Like they sold this great Warhol collection of prints and things. He had over 80 copies of Velvet Underground, the Banana record, the first one.
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
And the stuff I showed is only a portion. Upstairs they had 75 more. And I reposted their video. Like some of them are $2,000, $3,000, $35, 2 sealed copies of the Torso Mono. I get a text when I posted that from Mike Ingrove. He's going to tell the story. I ended up going there and he bought 2 records. He'll tell you which ones and everything in a video, but I'm shipping them out tomorrow. He bought 2 of these rare sealed Velvet Underground records.
Damn. For his personal collection, I would hope.
Yes. Yeah. Not to sell, but
Yeah. Good.
Mazzy, my favorite show, because like people, there's like the Fleetwood Mac is like, there's the people that like Tusk and hate Rumors, and the people that love Rumors and hate Tusk. So there's an ongoing joke in the Mighty Boosh about Tusk and Rumors.
Really?
And it's always, yeah. It'll be like,
pardon my ignorance. What's the Mighty Boosh?
it's this British comedy with Noel Fielding and Julian Barrett and all kinds. Fred Oyade. I
get it. Okay.
From the early 2000s, early mid 2000s on.
I'll have to check that out
But it's always like, "Hey, Gypsy, what are you listening to?" And he's like, "Fleetwood Mac." And he's like, Rumors. He's like, "No, Tusk." And then he goes, you see the face go, oh. And there's all these jokes about Tusk and Rumors kind of back and forth.
There you go. Hey, Maz, are you going to see the Seattle Symphony this weekend?
No, I can't. I'm going to Dr. Rob's wife's memorial down 3 hours away with Harry and maybe Kimbo. I saw your text and stuff, and I just
that's quite a show, man. I that's awesome. They're doing that.
Yeah.
Doing the Sun Ra stuff.
Yeah, I've never been to that. Is that Ben or a hall? Is that the
hall? Yeah, it looks good. I
know it's supposed to be. I've been to 12 years. I haven't been to it.
Yeah. Well, maybe that'll be like a residency thing they do or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to have gone. I saw your text and I was going to respond. Then I had to bring my car in, and then I got these texts.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of good response on that Sun Ra page. Everybody's like, "Oh hell, if I was in the area, I'd be trying to check that out."
Wow.
Nice.
Yes, Dr. Robert's wife passed about 2 months ago. There's a memorial, it's like 3.5 hours. It's a long drive, but I mean, we got to, support obviously. So
yeah, definitely.
Sure. Yeah.
He's doing okay. I mean, it's been a long haul. They knew it was coming, and they traveled around the world. She was getting treatment in Germany, special treatment, and they traveled all over. But,
yeah. He had been to France. I remember him showing all those records he found from Paris.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, our thoughts are with him.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I have some records here I could show.
Yeah.
I got 4.
Can I make a parenthesis here, Mike, before I go?
Yeah, go.
So I think this is for Dave too, maybe for Brandon. This record came out today. It's one of my favorites so far. I loved it. I'm gonna put a link here, okay?
Oh, new release today?
Yeah, new release today.
Are you putting in the private chat?
No, I'm gonna put it here on the chat. It's a collaboration. It's on Bandcamp.
Cool.
It's the Melvins and the Napalm Death.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
Hold on, man.
Is it it's a show with them together? Or?
No, it's a studio album,
Yeah.
together. That thing is so good.
That's it?
The Melvins?
Savage Imperial, yeah.
Wow.
Death March, the Melvins with Napalm Death.
Wait, is this new?
Just came out today. This thing is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they released it on a limited CD first. This on Feminine Reptile. I have the CD.
Yeah.
I went to that show last year.
I had drinks with the Melvins right before a show.
I think everyone has
yeah.
drinks with the Melvins.
Man, this thing is so
I haven't.
good. And Napalm Death, like classic, like death metal, like the pioneers,
from Birmingham, England.
So they have the LP you can buy now for $25, and you can get. Well, actually, it's sold out. They did 600 on Aqua vinyl.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Damn, I forgot that was coming out. I don't
Yeah,
really.
it came out today. I was listening like last week, and it came out today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know what's the #1 jazz record this week on the charts and the jazz charts?
I'll get the Flea one.
Flea.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
of course, yeah.
And
Oh yeah, the
everybody
lineup.
is sold out. I had a copy I got for Kimbo, and I was listening to it. I love the record personally.
Yeah.
How's
my
he sound on
my
the
copy
trumpet?
arrived today.
I went. He's actually pretty good. He's like a little Miles kind of, a little
Okay.
Miles
Good,
thing.
yeah.
But it's better than you'd think it should be.
Well,
And
It is.
isn't
I-
Anna Butters on that, and like Jeff Parker and
Yeah.
everybody?
yeah.
I think the key here, Maz, is that he didn't try to take center stage. He put together a great band, a good ensemble, and there's like a good mix of everything.
And it's well recorded. And there's a couple of pop. I mean, you got Nick Cave singing Wichita Lineman. I mean,
yeah.
you got
Another story with Nick Cave.
three
man.
vocals.
Nick Cave-
The rest of it is
because
instrumental.
Nick Cave used to like despise the Chili Peppers. He would say they suck. I hate those guys. And then he was told that Flea was a huge fan of his, and they said, "Oh my gosh, I fucked it up." And then that's how they bonded.
I don't like the Chili Peppers either, personally. But I mean, I appreciate them, but I'm not a fan. But every place is sold out here. Every store that has
Yeah.
new records is sold
It's
out,
out.
and they can't get it in.
Yeah.
It's oversold. They'll
Try
repress it.
Lunchbox
awesome.
online from
Yeah.
Charlotte. They
It'll
have
re-
copies.
I can wait.
Good job, Flea. Getting
I
people
like
into
I like
jazz.
the Chili Peppers, but
The record is
certain
good.
time
and,
period.
If it
Yeah.
turns people on to jazz again,
Yeah.
like who
Yeah.
aren't into jazz, that's always a good
Totally.
thing. I
Yeah,
think.
and you look at the band here. He was really smart. He got this like really the great known such band. Jeff Parker and Buttress Josh Johnson and Nathan Parks on drums. And actually, they're just Jeff Parks is just putting a new record on International Anthem. It is up for pre-sale.
Mhm.
Okay, and yeah, these guys are highly experienced. It's a really like tuned band.
Here it says Billboard. It's 16 on Billboard chart.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
really
Pop
good.
shit.
It
It's
is
a
a
regular-
good album. It is a really good album.
Jazz albums. It's number 2. I wonder what number 1
I
is.
think it hit number 1. I was told. Maybe it went down.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. And it's funny. First time I saw Felipe play the trumpet. So in '93, there was a yearly festival in Brazil, Rock Festival. In '93, they brought Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Red Hot Chili Peppers, everybody, L7. They played this festival. And when Nirvana played It Smells Like Teen Spirit, Flea walked in and he played a solo and all those like high notes on Smells Like Teen Spirit. That's how I found out he played. That was like in '93. That was pretty amazing to see him there.
Wow.
And you can see that on YouTube. Just look for Flea Nirvana Brazil '93. You can find that.
Who
I saw
produced?
Chili Peppers about 3 times. Once with Jane's Addiction, that was really good. I forget who played with them the other times, but this is the only album I've kept by them. I
Yeah.
really like
The
this one. By
best
the way,
one.
yeah,
That album's brilliant.
yeah. This to me is
Yeah.
their best record by far.
It's really good, really melodic.
Yeah,
I like
I'm-
Californication too.
There's
Did
some
you
songs
buy-
I like on that, but as a whole record, I like this one.
Do you
Yeah.
own any of their socks, Dave?
I have the full sock collection. I'm separated
Is it
by
They have a
the
documentary.
ones I have autographed and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say their doc. I just watched their doc on Netflix. It's pretty
Yeah.
good because it's mostly focused on Hillel Slovak,
Yeah.
who he was like the heart and soul of the band, and his tragic death and everything. It's really interesting watching it. Yeah,
He's got a
I love
Clipper. He's got a Clipper Brown shirt on here.
yeah. I mean, even when he started playing trumpet when he was a kid at school.
Yeah.
Kronos
Oh, I love that
Quartet.
Gorecki.
Yeah,
That's the Kronos Quartet. That's a great record.
yeah.
Kronos
This
Quartet's
is-
on that
I'll tell you,
Gorecki.
this is probably his favorite Blue Note, right?
Yeah, they do a Gorecki album.
Hold on, Dave.
Not on that one though. I saw that concert with that singer.
Mhm.
Okay, they're not okay. Then it's a different one. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's the Ambrosia Kimoshiro that came out last January, and actually, there's a
That's his favorite Wayne Shorter.
That's one of his favorite jazz records ever. I remember him doing an interview talking about it.
yeah.
That's a lot of people's favorite jazz
Good
record.
one.
Yeah, it is amazing. I like this better than Juju, to be honest.
I do
I
as
got
well.
to see them at the Troubadour. They were doing a warm-up show for their tour
Mhm.
because I was friendly with Flea's sister's husband, so we got invited to go see it. It was pretty awesome.
Nice.
You could have
Troubadour,
just had
damn.
Flea's. You could have just had Flea's brother-in-law.
Dave, was that an early pressing? Somebody's
Yeah.
asking? Cool.
I think so. Well, no, maybe not. I don't know. Well, yeah. Well, let me see.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Juju I have is a weird pressing.
I have Brandon's Juju. You sold me a Black Bee.
This
of
is
that,
probably a
Brandon.
Liberty, maybe.
Yeah, I have a Liberty.
I just picked up a Liberty Juju.
Let me
Yeah.
find this piece.
You
Can we
know,
all
like,
say juju
You know the
together?
whole thing with.
Are you gonna do your joke again, Mazzy?
Let's take a look and see what this is. I can't even
All right,
remember.
what do you got? Let's see what that is.
Liberty. It's a Liberty.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
That'll work.
Liberty.
Is that a Van Gelder one?
Let's see. It sounds really good.
Mine's a Van Gelder.
Yeah. I have a first stereo, but I heard that the first mono is the really.
Yeah, it's a Van Gelder. It's got Van Gelder in the dead wax.
Mine's a Van Helsing.
There's a stereo Liberty at DeRosa. They want 200.
You have your jokes, Brandon.
Rudy.
Oh my gosh, that's how I paid for my first.
Wow. You know.
I found mine for $30 last week.
Nice.
Congratulations.
So you guys
I have-
heard that the astronauts splashed down safely. You heard they are
I
back.
saw a video where actually they were ejected before it took off. So apparently it was everything is fake, right?
Yeah.
It was
The
all
Earth is
AI.
flat.
We were supposed to hear a sonic boom. We didn't hear anything.
What about the files? Sorry.
I did not know that man.
So how many episodes? 165 or something?
Yeah, 165 Friday night live specific live streams, including
Not
this
included
one. This is
special
one.
Including this one.
This is 165.
That's awesome.
Wow. This is like pandemic
awesome.
time. It goes
Oh,
like
it's
just-
raining.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So going on
Is it
talking
raining,
about
Mazzy?
those things,
No,
I
it's
have
beautiful,
two- I have
sunny
two
skies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sun's obviously super bright and it's raining.
No, we don't have rain here. It's nice.
So Mike, what do you have today?
so I pulled some records to show. So I have not been buying that much. So I just pulled some records to show that I think are cool. And I've been listening to them on and off past couple of days. There's a good range here, but starting with this Riverside Kenny Dorham quartet featuring Ernie Henry. Hold on, let me get big on this. So this is a Riverside mono, 1957 session. So Kenny Dorham did at the Cafe Bohemia in '56. So this is following that. And I think he did another title for Riverside before this with a harp on the cover.
Cafe Bohemia was Blue Note, right?
Blue
Yeah.
Note. This one's Riverside. And it's Ernie Henry, Kenny Dorham with a bass and a drummer. And it's really good. It's so good, actually. They do I'll Be Seeing You on side 2, which is a favorite standard of mine. Sinatra does it a few times. And I love every version he's done. So I can sing it, and it's just beautiful to hear them. And Ernie Henry, so this was recorded 57, put out in 57. Ernie Henry died in 57. So he doesn't have too many records. And this
there's
is
another Riverside of his, right?
yes, there's like introducing Ernie Henry.
Yeah.
And then there's one where he's with Lee Morgan, I think, too. He had a few of them, but died too young. And but anyway, it's a wonderful session. So this one is definitely worth checking out. It's a straight ahead hard bop in the best way. It's so good. Are you guys familiar with this one or Ernie Henry?
I have the OJC.
Which
Okay.
one? I have the introducing Ernie Henry.
You do?
Yeah. I think I got my copy from you, Brandon, right? Maybe.
Is it a Japanese? Because I
think so. Yes.
got an original and probably sold you the Japanese.
I don't even know what Dorham I have.
How do those scratches play?
It plays nice. It's a nice coffee.
Because sometimes
They skip really nicely, Mazzy.
This is
I
a
know
nice
sometimes
coffee.
50s and 60s records are, even they look shitty and they sound great.
They're very.
It sounds good when he's scratching.
Mhm. So yeah, so it's Kenny Dorham, Ernie Henry, Wilbur Ware or Eddie Mathis bass, and then JT Hogan drums. They do Dorham compositions like Lotus Blossom, which is on Quiet Kenny. It's the first track on Quiet Kenny. So you get another version here, and then you also get Ernie Henry playing on it, which is really cool. And then it is a really good hard bop session. And yeah, so anyways, that's one.
This is the only Kenny Dorham I have right here.
That's a good one.
What do you think of that one, Felipe?
It's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, this I don't know why I don't have more. I need to get more Kenny Dorham
Yeah,
records.
it was one of my first jazz CDs ever.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's a good one to start with.
yeah.
Joanne.
This one is a little out there. Oh, hold on. Is this thing flipping? Okay. This one's a little out there, but in the best way. This is Paul Bley, John Gilmore, Paul Motion, Gary Peacock on Improvising Artists.
Ooh, I need that.
This is the mono pressing of it. It's very affordable. I don't know why. It is a great out record.
It was recorded. It was issued. It was recorded along in the 60s and then issued by Paul Bley in the 70s, I think. Am I right?
Yeah, something like that's right. It was recorded there. Yeah, I think that's exactly right. So, but anyway, I recommend this. Dom or Alex, if you haven't heard this, I think you guys would dig this. Definitely check this one out. And I did want to get the stereo of this, but Jerosa had a copy for like $15, like the mono copy. So it's probably like a $30 record. So I just grabbed it. And I'm happy with the mono.
That's fair.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I love Gary Peacock, like his playing.
Yeah, still looking for that one.
You should check that out. And then I pulled this one. This is a Marion Brown record. So this is on ESP disc.
I want that record.
I believe this is the first pressing. And the first pressing, sometimes the jacket is swapped.
Yeah, mine's swapped.
So this one is swapped, meaning that this is the front, but the spine is on the opposite side. So they just did it backwards. But anyway.
Yep.
But the thing is, it has Norris Jones, who's Simone. And Simone was part of the Revolutionary Ensemble. So I was listening to this, and then I went down this Cerrone rabbit hole. And he plays, I have him on quite a few records. But also Stanley Cowell is on this on piano, and the credit is to Stan Cowell. So Stan. And then Rashid Ali on drums. So it's really good ESP disc. So and the label is very ESP disc-esque in that they just put a portrait on it, different one on both, or different color on both sides. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. Definitely.
Where'd you find that one, Mike?
I found it online. I think it was like listed for like under $50 or something.
Wow. That's a steal.
Now the record plays well. There is water damage here, so I don't know if that's why they knocked off the price or whatever.
Yeah, but that don't affect playing the record.
But you got to be careful, Mike, pretty soon, because you're going to eat up your diaper service money with these.
Oh, I'm done. I'm not buying any records anymore.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm done. It's over.
If anyone notices, that's not a fake background. Mike has been kicked out of his record listening room.
So my last purchase, this is my last purchase. I happened to go out on a bang. I consider a bang. This is a record I did not think I'd ever own. I always wanted to have one, a Liberty or whatever. But this is a Liberty stereo of Pete LaRocca Boss.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
So it's a Liberty, Liberty labels and Liberty jacket. There actually isn't an entry on Discogs for this. There's one Liberty stereo entry on Discogs, and it has an original jacket with the high fidelity. So this one is actually not on Discogs, but beautifully clean, plays wonderful. Got the Liberty inner here. It's Pete LaRocca with Joe Henderson. So this record actually got me thinking. We were a few live streams ago. We were saying our favorite tenor sax players, and I would say Coltrane, Lester Young, and Joe Henderson are definitely making that list. And Joe Henderson is great on this. Plays unbelievably good. This is like one of my favorite Blue Notes. So I held out to get an early pressing because I just wanted to I just love the record so much. I wanted an early pressing. Never thought it would show up because even the Liberties go for crazy money. But as luck has it, I got it, and this is the record I'm going out on.
Oh man,
you should have it. You should have had your friends do like a bachelor baby shower and giving you records and things. Okay. My buddies gave me a baby shower before my son was born, a guy thing.
Cool.
And
it's a good thing that Mazzy's not your friend, Mike.
Yeah. Well, Also just to round out the band. So obviously it's Pete LaRocca on drums. You have Joe Henderson on tenor, as mentioned. Steve Kuhn, Steve Swallow, and Pete. And no, that's it. That's your quartet.
Yeah.
So with Steve Swallow and Steve Kuhn. So yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. Love the session. George Claben engineered the Marion Brown. Who we know as the head of Resonance Records. Yeah, George Claben produced a number of ESP disc titles.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I just thought I'd
really
show
good stuff there, man.
This is on Contact. I don't have very many Contact records. This is a fantastic trio record. This is the Bossa trio.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Shit.
Oh
yeah, that's an awesome one.
Yeah, that's an expensive one too.
If you can find this, it's hard to find. But I got it back when I was super into Basra, and so I had to get this.
Damn,
but this has a Carla Bley, Ida Lupino, who was an actress, and the song is unbelievable. Stream Ida Lupino from this record, and you'll want to get it.
Yeah, I think I've looked into that record on Circle, and I think it's quite expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I got this maybe 6 years ago, and I think it was expensive then, but it's probably more expensive now.
Very cool. That Circle label is pretty interesting.
No originals for sale, and it's like 200.
I got a record here. I'm gifting to Rob the Waxed because it's so out there, and I decided I probably won't listen to it again. It's a cool record. This is a record store day.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a little too out there for my.
You say what it is for people listening.
Cecil Taylor Units Fragments, the complete 1969 Salle Pleyel concert, France.
And with a really nice word by Philip Freeman.
Yeah, it's 1969 and Fragments of a Dedication to Duke Ellington, written by Cecil Taylor. Evening set, afternoon set, parts. So there's no. That's the song.
And that's the interesting thing. Although he was a really
it's three records.
Yeah.
It's a cool set. I just know I won't.
He was a huge fan of the old school guys. He was a huge fan.
Yeah, I mean, actually it's really good. It sounds good too.
I'm afraid that Mazzy will send it to me and then report it stolen, so I get arrested.
I listed it on my insurance. My records are insured, so I think I will take it off.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up?
Mike in the house.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike, what's going on? Mike, I'm still waiting for my Admiral Farrell record. It hasn't shipped yet.
Yeah, no, they haven't. And what's weird is, actually, I was gonna go see him tonight, and then my back, I tweaked my back, so I'm gonna go. I'm going tomorrow. But he said on Instagram that you can buy records at the show. So I was like, "Damn, man, we pre-ordered. What's the problem? You know, why pre-order?"
I'll send you my receipt page. Maybe you can pick up a record.
Yeah.
What's this record, Felipe? I'll pull it up.
Admiral Farrell. So he plays trumpet. He was with Tyshawn, right, Mike?
He's like with everybody.
Yeah.
How do you spell his name?
Adam.
Oh, Adam. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in, I think, at least when I went to Big Ears, he was in he played with like 3 different groups. He played with Patricia Brennan, played with Chad Taylor, and someone else. He's in demand.
It's on Bandcamp, but his record is killer. He won the record so bad.
Adam Rudolph is his name?
Oh, Farrell.
Oh.
RRI.
Rudolph's bass player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And by the way, I mean, another record that was announced, I think the day before yesterday was the Mary Howard song with Ambrosia Kimmelshire.
Yeah.
That one I wouldn't listen to.
Yeah. Yeah. And
There's another Jeff Parker coming out.
Yeah, I saw Jeff Parker has I forgot the name of it. It was a different trio that he played with at Big Ears. That was
He's
really
doing,
good.
he has I think it's a short documentary about him.
Yeah,
Premiere screenings. I think he's playing at those shows.
Mm-hmm.
And Mary Halverson has a new group, Canis Major, which I also saw at Big Ears.
What did you think of Big Ears overall?
It was good. I had a great time.
Yeah, I saw you were with a few people. You had pictures with
Brooks.
Yeah,
Lawrence
and CJ and Lawrence.
Mazzy, would you go to Big Ears?
They wouldn't allow him in the state of Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Brooks gave me all the dirt on Mazzy too.
Oh no.
I believe there is. Yeah.
You don't need dirt on Mazzy. You can make shit up, and it's fine.
Who keeps muting me?
How many stages? How many stages?
We would just lock Roger and Mazzy in a room together.
It's just too many. It's just too many. I couldn't tell you off how many performance venues there are.
Because they're different venues. It's not the normal stage. It's like South by Southwest, where it's around the city or around the area.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a great time.
I like the mix that it's not just jazz; it's sort of edgy, avant-garde, experimental.
No, it's some of everything. Like one of the groups,
Henderson.
I missed this group that's on on David Byrne's label, Annie and the Caldwells, and it's like sort of gospel, soul. They even say sort of like disco group. But they have an album on David Byrne's label that's really good. I really like a lot. But
Thurston Moore, he was there everywhere.
Yeah.
So what's going on here? It's so the 27th is a Love Supreme music and spiritual expression.
Is that Isaiah Collier? Yeah, I saw that. That was an excellent performance.
Okay. And then they had 100.
I didn't see that one.
So they did a Coltrane and a Miles, I guess, for their centennials. Cool. And then the John Zorn, which you mentioned, Mike.
I saw the John Zorn, one of the John Zorn shows. There were a lot of the John Zorn stuff.
I wanted to see, but Brooks saw her, but what electronica kind of I forgot her name. He said he wasn't really impressed with her, but I love her record. One of my favorite records of last year. I'm blanking on her name. It's got a white cover of her portrait of her face in black and white. Can you go back?
Really helping.
You got me.
What's that?
Scroll down. It's not the whole list.
It'll be on there.
Which day was it? Did they break it up by the day?
I don't know what day it is.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like too many to scroll through.
Is your artist list? Okay.
This website.
Jazz shit Brooks went.
Yeah, he goes every year. He has two buddies he goes with.
Yeah. But I showed up to a lot of shows that Brooks was at, and then they have these panels where the artists are interviewed, and what is it? The one that Brooks also was at. Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, that's really interesting, right?
Yeah, that was great. I mean, I have most of their stuff on CD.
Well, Mark Ribot would have been great too.
Saw him. That was a great performance.
Yeah, I love him.
Didn't he perform with Mary Halverson there too?
Yeah, she was in the group. That was a killer performance.
Wait. There is an insane amount of performances.
Yeah.
Jeff Parker.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I mean, this is just the first day. It is insane.
Yeah. I mean,
Shorey, look at that.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one. That was I think I had a conflict.
Roscoe Mitchell. Wow. I hope they record together. That'd be cool.
I would have gone to that one.
Just the two of them?
I think so.
Damn, that would have been incredible.
I think Brooks went to that one.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Anyway, it's like endless. This is just the first day.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing all over the town.
Yeah,
Roscoe to me is
I
like
saw
Marshall Allen.
Schofield too. The
Still going.
Schofield trio. That was John Schofield. That was really good.
Big Ears 2026 artists.
Yeah, it was really good.
Naz, you selling stocks?
No, I'm looking to see. I'm going to look while you're. I want to remember who that artist I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Let us know.
I'll look.
So you need a vacation from your trip, like like you're exhausted.
I was exhausted. I mean, last week, and then then I had some things like last week, and this week, and then then I guess Wednesday I tweaked my back doing a kettlebell workout.
Oh no!
So it was like, okay, but I'm gonna go see I'm gonna be out tomorrow night seeing some live music. So
There,
Nice.
my local record store, they're having an in-store with Carlos Nino.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Carlos,
I'll post the. Here, let me pull it up.
Are you going to that?
It's free. It's 5:00 Sunday night.
Robert,
who is he playing with, Rob?
Here, I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm sorry.
Look at
That's
this.
fucking cool.
Robert Plant played Big
Oh.
Ears.
Lucretia Dalt. Lucretia Dalt.
Are you in pain, Mazzy? Are you
Show
screaming?
us the cover of that, Mike.
Yeah, I will. I'm pulling.
Are you in pain?
Look at that. You got Thurston Moore.
Well, this is her. Well, you can't see it. That's her.
Let's
Oh my god!
That's not the album cover, but really cool stuff. She did a collaboration with David Sylvian.
Oh,
If you're in LA, come to Record Surplus Sunday night.
nice.
Yeah.
That's a big
Oh,
shop,
Aaron-
isn't it?
Aaron Shaw, he was at Big Ears, and I actually have his album too.
It should be a good free.
Yeah. Carlos Nino produced the Aaron Shaw album.
That's Jacob played there.
Hey, Rob, let Alex know.
Okay.
Yeah, let Alex know. Maybe him and Sherb would go to that. That'd be a cool gig. I mean, Sherb likes that shop too, Record Surplus.
How far are they from it, though?
They're
On
out.
Sunday?
Sherb's out in Redlands, and Alex is in.
Probably a 45-minute drive on Sunday.
Yeah, it takes a little ways. They're out there in the burbs. Well,
It's
I
good
wouldn't
that
even-
you're
they're farther
looking
than
out
the
for
burbs.
Alex more than me, Mazzy. Thanks a lot.
Well, Alex is nicer to me than you are.
If he knew you as well as I did, he'd have the same feeling.
All right, we're gonna check in with the poll one more time. So we have the poll is how many have you watched of the 165 Friday night live streams? 40%, 1 through 50. It's about the same, so I'm going to end it. But a lot of people are repeat viewers. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I got some new stuff. I got one thing new in today, and I got the Mark Turner.
Oh wow.
It's been available for streaming for a while.
With Joe Martin on bass, yeah.
What a great cover.
Yeah, this is excellent. I listened to it streaming like a few weeks ago. So, but a certain person called me a Mark Turner fanboy. So
Yeah, Mike Turner has been so productive lately, right?
yeah, it's crazy. And of course, I got the Emmanuel Wilkins live at the Vanguard.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Have you heard that yet?
I got mine in the mail. Yeah.
It's excellent. And then they're releasing 2 more volumes, but they're gonna be digital only.
Oh,
So
you get a good deck.
yeah. And then I've been listening to this guy, Timo Lassi, Finnish saxophone player. And they're really excellent CDs. I have another one of his CDs, and this one here is it up right? Yeah,
That's a nice cover.
it's with
It's upside down. There we go.
yeah, it's with strings, but it's not like your little your little maudlin strings and all that. They're really excellent arrangements.
Really nice.
And they were I think a couple of the vinyl maybe sold out on them, but Yeah, I picked these two up at Big Ears actually, because they're on We Jazz, and We Jazz.
Yeah.
They actually had
And,
they
you took
had
a picture.
they had a couple of vendors selling vinyl and and CDs, of course, at Big Ears, which they didn't have well, they did have some last year, but they had like a designated place.
Do the artists have merch tables at their shows?
No, not at the show. Well, I'm thinking I don't think so at the shows.
Didn't you post a picture of the We Jazz table?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a lot of good stuff on it.
Yeah. I mean, there's some stuff I wish I had picked up. Some other stuff. And then what else? Who else had I picked up a couple of hats from their merch table. I should have picked up this CD box set they had.
They had the Blue Note store too.
Dust to Digital. They had they do a lot of archive like blues stuff, and I think I should have picked. I think Lawrence picked up a nice like box set on CD, and now in hindsight, I wish I had picked it up.
Did you go into the Blue Note Cafe store or whatever they had?
Yeah, because that's where they had the panels. Well, a couple of the panels.
Oh, okay, great.
That's where the pianist Sullivan Fortner, and I can't remember who else, who has a really excellent trio album. He did. He was interviewed along with someone else, and that's where Harriet Tubman and Georgianne Muldrow were interviewed. The interviews are good. The interviews with the artists are really good, especially when Nate Sheehan does them, because he
was there, right?
Yeah, he has really good. He knows how to do an interview.
Nate Chenin did that that Hargrove.
The liner notes, yeah.
That's cool.
Joe Boyd.
How's his Substack? What's like his style on Substack?
Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
No, I'm done.
I mean, he's a writer. He writes about old music, but a lot of contemporary music. He's associated with NPR. I don't remember which city. Philadelphia, yeah. So he's constantly on the Friday, New Music Fridays on NPR, talking about new releases, not only jazz but a lot of other things. Yeah, he's a very prolific writer. He has a deep knowledge about what's current and what's past. So that's always good to hear from him. And his Substack is really good too.
Yeah, on the I forgot his NPR Philadelphia show. He has a podcast. He has an interview with Tameka Reed. It's up now.
Yeah.
And I actually saw her last Saturday too. I saw her at Big Ears with Dave Douglas, and then I saw her last Saturday.
Boy, yeah, she's been busy then too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because she did
city.
Yeah, she did a week at the new school, and I couldn't see her with James Brandon Lewis, so I went to the one on Saturday, which was a different trio.
Now is James Brandon Lewis touring again with the Mesthetics?
He's I know he's announced some shows with his other trio.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he'll get back with the Mesthetics, since they have a current album.
Yeah, I mean that just came out recently.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
They got good response, man. The last tour.
Yeah. I still haven't picked it up.
Mike, did you see Darius Jones?
I did not. Part of the reason I didn't see it because it would have been. I saw him with not this trio, but I saw him in a trio a couple of months ago, and then there was a sort of I would have had to rush to another show, and I probably wouldn't have gotten good seating. So I just said, I saw Darius Jones with a trio. I'm gonna pass. I want to say Brooks might have, or CJ. I mean, CJ was going. He saw a number of shows. He saw a few more shows than I did.
CJ was on a mission.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah. I was running into him at WFMU, like one of the first people.
Yeah.
Like every time, man. You too. You're always there early that first day.
Yeah. Yeah. And
now, are you going to do all 3 days this year, Mike?
I doubt it. I mean, I seriously doubt it. I don't want to say I'm going to curtail my buying.
Yeah.
But you know, I've got some new stuff coming in. And I think I bought some new stuff, some new equipment.
We might actually be sitting at a table selling this time around, or I'll be trying to help out. Brandon's gonna probably get a table because he's selling part of it as well.
What about the announcement? The announcement this week in I guess June, there's going to be a vinyl con in New York, in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going there. I like that area. Because I mean it's, and they always have the Brooklyn Flea always has, you know, vinyl shows there all the time. Not all, I don't say not all the time, but frequently.
Yeah, I mean, Human Head will be there for sure.
But also, I just like the area because one of my favorite wine stores is down there. But there's also good food there. You know, they're like, you know, it's not like, you know, like these other
a wasteland.
It's and you know, the hometown barbecue is there, which is, you know, good. And there's, you know, there's good food there. There's a nice sake place there. So, you know, I don't know. It's just like, all right, you do records, you can actually eat or get something or drink, and you don't have to like walk across the street. It's all in that complex because it's just a bunch of, you know, old like warehouses.
Right. Yeah, I remember Ken doing a video going through that area.
Yeah, there's even one. There's a record store there. I've gotten a couple of things from them, like I've gotten some of the East West, like Art Farmer. Sometimes
nice.
They don't have that much, but they have a little small jazz section.
Isn't there like a guy that builds speakers back in that area?
Business where they Mike, how is the East West Art Farmer?
They're great. I had them. I had a couple of them on Inner City previously.
Well, I know I mentioned this last week, but I was getting into Art Farmer's Atlantic stuff because there's like Softly as the Something with his bass. It's basically the Basra band, except it's Art Farmer. And and then I was listening to anyway. I've been getting into more later Art Farmer.
Yeah, I mean, I
if you want to call that later.
Softly as a Summer Breeze.
I don't.
Yeah, that's not later. What is so? How long did he play? Like, what is his later stuff?
His last like really great recordings for me are the ones he did. What is it? Is it Galaxy?
Yeah, Contemporary.
Yeah, those are great.
Seems like they recorded a lot of those records together. It's basically the same band
with Clifford Jordan, and then there's Kenny Burrell's on one. It's one that's called PhD that has Kenny Burrell on there.
Yeah, I know that one.
Those are excellent. He does one of straight horn tunes. Those are
there's one with Art Pepper.
Does that take the A Trains on that? I'd imagine.
I can't remember if Take the Adrian, but he does a phenomenal version of Blood Count. It's one of the best versions of Blood Count. I rank it up there with let me see. Stan Getz does a phenomenal version of Blood Count.
Okay.
Duke Ellington, of course, on I think his mother called him Bill, and I think Art Farmer.
He has some records on Concord.
Yeah, those are good too. And then
the Japanese ones, like with the green cover and a hat on the cover. What is
Yeah,
that?
those are the East Wind. Yeah, those are good.
I have some in my box for selling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, I'm not too familiar. So Blood Count is a Strayhorn that he played with Ellington. Was that what the original is?
Yeah, so when Strayhorn was going, when he was undergoing treatment for cancer, he wrote that.
Interesting.
He wrote it, and then Duke Ellington plays it on, and his mother called him Bill, which is one of my favorite, I guess you could say, late period Ellington recordings. Rob picked up an original for me.
Oh, they call him. His mother called him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So this is on RCA Victor.
What is that, late 70s?
There it is. Blood
No.
Count.
Ellington would have been dead.
All Strayhorn, obviously. Daydream Strayhorn.
Yeah, the RCA Black Label. Is
Lotus
60.
Blossom. I thought Kenny Dorm, he has a Lotus Blossom. Is he actually doing a Strayhorn? Am I okay? Anyway, cool. Yeah, I'll check this out. That sounds like a cool story.
Nice.
Comments
got me straightened out. The place I was thinking of was the Navy Yard, and I think
DeVore is in the
he's talking about the
yeah,
and
they're all at Expona now. Expona's this weekend too.
Yeah.
Thank you guys in the comments.
And who else is there now? This
At Expona?
Revolution. No, at the Navy Yard.
No.
I
don't know.
Revolution like audio, because they were at this warehouse in Red Hook, and they had a big fire.
Oh.
And so they relocated to the Navy Yard.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, by the way, real interrupt. I pulled the record out of this one. Look at it.
Oh shit!
Pretty.
Cat dispensary.
Yeah.
They always do kind of some weird ass.
What's the theme this year for Jazz Dispensary?
Brazilian. It's a Brazilian. All Brazilian.
Oh shit! What artists are on that?
Were you sleeping when I went over it?
Cal
I must have left the
Jader,
room.
I was mispronouncing all these names.
Costa.
Yeah, I had to leave the bathroom.
Hold on.
Felicette.
Take a deep breath, Dave.
Yeah.
Felicette, Flora Plum, Don
Flora Purim.
Morrow.
For Purim.
Oh, go to Dora Plum. And
Okay.
Felicette is
Paulina
great,
de
I'm sorry.
Costa.
Roberto says you've butchered all of them.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah, it's
Listen,
Costa,
listen, Romero.
not
You know,
the
when Flora Purim and Ayrto got out of prison for drug possession or smuggling, whatever, I went to see him at the Zellerbach on Berkeley campus, and it was mid-70s or whatever it was. And Ayrto talks to the crowd, and he goes, "If you don't know how to pronounce my name," he always says, Ayrto. You know, so that was his thing. Great time to see.
Actually, how many shows are there, Mike? How many shows?
165.
125 of them, Massey's told that exact same story.
Yeah, but what percentage have actually seen all of 165 shows?
So Brandon, Brandon, do you have like a favorite era of Art Farmer? To go back to Art Farmer.
I really like that "Softly as a Summer Breeze" one that comes out.
Yeah.
And then this came out right after it.
I love that one.
I just ordered that one.
But I also like
the white chick on my record cover.
I mean, I have quite a bit. I also like that East Wind record a lot.
Okay,
it's
cool.
Really inexpensive.
Is that Mary Travers on the cover?
But Cheap Heat are all those contemporary.
Okay, Jan.
He did.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of his records are Cheap Heat.
Is he on Bluesette? Is he on Bluesette?
I got two here.
I have a few.
I think he might be.
I think so. I'm not sure.
because that's like one of the. Hold on, why can't I find this?
There were a ton in that OJC collection. I
want to say Jim at Channel Rufus did a whole video on his
He
Art
did.
Farmer
He
collection.
did. He did. I
An Art
remember.
Farmer?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that?
Cool.
Yeah, man, that was a good episode.
Yeah, it was actually it was really good.
Yeah.
So my Art Farmer is. Let me see. I got a lot. Oh, I have his Argo art with that great cover. Here, let me show you.
Yeah,
that's a cool one.
Let's see that.
So this one here, it just has a wonderful cover.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
That's an excellent album.
And so yeah, Art Farmer, Tommy Flanagan. So cool.
I have
a stereo of that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, really great cover.
Does anyone know? So I think he did a couple records on
That's
Columbia.
just such a beautiful painting.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's very nice.
Oh, you have it.
How do you know that stereo?
Haha.
Ha 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 ha.
Rob's got one too.
This is a twofer, but there was a live recording that he did for Columbia, the same title, it's a cheap album, but I think this is the whole live recording. But there's one thing I want to find out. It sounds like a lot of the clapping.
It's not live. It was It was added.
It's
Yeah.
added. So it sounds like it was added.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like the plane is awesome.
Yeah.
And if Columbia has these tapes, they should eliminate the crowd noise, release them.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Mosaic put it out, put out that one
without the audience sounds.
Gosh, I gotta check because I remember that's how I found out it wasn't.
It sounds like it's added applause.
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, do you have Art Farmer?
No.
Nothing. Do you have what's the Argo band that he played with, Mike? What was it?
Jazz Ted.
Do you have any Jazz Ted on Argo?
I got nothing.
That stuff is good.
Yeah,
I get what I find around here mostly, man. And so
even
I don't see Art Farmer in the bins around here.
Really?
No, it's in the South. We have certain things like I'll see a million Lou Donaldson records.
His later stuff, that stuff's so available.
I have one of his new jazz.
Even the later Jazz Ted stuff is excellent.
Yeah, I have an autograph. I've showed it with him and Golson's autograph.
Yeah.
Mazzy, do you have Art Farmer in your collection?
I do. I have a couple OJCs. I forgot which ones. Yeah, when I got that big Dizzy collection, the OJCs, there were a bunch of Art Farmers in there, and I kept, I think, 2 or 3.
Brandon, his new jazz stuff is very good.
Yeah. What is it? Farmers Market, I think is it.
But even the contemporary stuff that they Chad reissued is good.
I have one new jazz. It's like a 53 and 54 like comp, but it sounds incredible. I think like Rudy was using some reverb stuff, and it just gives it such a different sound. It's really striking.
He used to plate reverb when he remixed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting. It sounds. I mean, I like how it sounds on that instance.
Yeah, I like lots of Art Farmer. There's different now. The ones I like are different than the ones I used to like, I think.
He was a pretty cool guy. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I saw him live once at Sweet Basil, and just the way you can tell the way people carry themselves,
He was joyous. He seemed happy.
He was a wine connoisseur. Big in the Riesling. Yeah, very sharp
guy. But there's that live on record that's really good on live at Sweet Basil, right?
Yes,
that one, Mike.
I have the CD of that. Yeah.
So this is the cover of the
I have
jazz.
one later. I mean, which one? Well, I don't know. Is there another one?
Is that on contemporary?
It might
This
have
is
been
not
broken into
Argo.
Argo.
So this is I think this is the first Jazz Tet, Meet the Jazz Tet, Art Farmer, Benny Golson. This is Curtis Fuller.
McCoy.
And who's playing? Addison Farmer bass, McCoy Tyner. Yeah, sorry, Mike. You like saying it 10 times. McCoy Tyner on piano and Lex Humphreys drums.
Is this around 58? What year is this?
Probably around that. Let's see, 1960.
Oh,
So let's see. It was recorded 1960, February.
Basically, they left and made their own jazz messengers, right?
So Argo is a division of Chess, correct?
Yes. Yep.
So a Chicago label.
Hey,
Yep. Blues.
Is
They do Benny Golson, Blues March.
Is
I remember
anyone
Clifford.
familiar with this record label, Arcadia?
Oh yeah, I have I have that one.
Yeah, is this a good one?
It's all right.
There's a bunch of our
The
farmers.
Benny Golson on there is good. I think is really good.
Here we go. I found it.
Oh yeah.
Here,
I've
Oh.
seen this on the wall
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I
This is
know.
I remember being very happy to get this. It's Mobley, Kenny Drew,
Yeah.
Addison Farmer on bass, and Elvin Jones on drums.
Wow, I didn't realize Mobley was on that.
This is a really good one. This is a promo too,
Damn.
not for sale.
hold it up again, please.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I have Farmers Market. I gotta find that.
It says not for sale,
Oh, that's great.
but it's super
Very cool.
clean. It is a.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind picking that up.
I think
But
it's,
there's also the ones on United Artists, Modern Art.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which on
Oh, it's a
United
new
Artists.
jazz label.
Yeah, this was one I looked for a while.
And then like late after he did the contemporary stuff.
Yeah,
He started. I mean, in the I guess the 80s. Yeah, He went to playing. What's called the Flumpet or something like which was I guess this guy.
the flugelhorn meets the trumpet.
Yeah, this guy Dave Monette, who I think he actually lives in Portland. I'm not sure. Who makes horns for like Wynton Marsalis, Terrence Blanchard? Created that for Art Farmer.
Here's one of his later records right here. This is CD only.
Yeah, that's good. I like that one. I have that.
So what did Art play on the Jazz Tet stuff? Was he playing a flugelhorn? Or no, he's playing trumpet. He's playing a trumpet. At least on the one I showed, that was definitely a trumpet.
I know when you get to the Atlantic, he's playing the flugelhorn.
Okay. Yeah, is he playing that on the one I mentioned, the softly?
I would.
Yes.
I'm almost 90% sure. I know he's playing the one. He's playing it on the Sweden, from Sweden or with Love. He's playing.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he's playing trumpet on the early ones, and I think he's he might play both on the softly sweet. I'll see if I can find it. Don't hold your breath.
Where's Matt? I was going to tell Mazzy his package arrived today.
The CD?
Yeah, and he included an album in there for me.
Nice.
I haven't had a chance to listen to it because yeah, I mean it came.
This was a thread on the Jazz Bums. This CD. This has now been mentioned on three
What's
streams. The CD from Mazzy.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
there's the one stream where he showed it, saying that he got it and he didn't want it, and then
yeah. It
followed
wasn't.
up-
He hadn't even opened. It wasn't even opened. He hadn't opened it or anything.
see that we have storylines on this.
Did you
live.
get it? Did you get it?
Yeah. I was gonna say. Thank you. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. It came today.
Believe me, I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Or it could be the Frumpet. The Frumpet? Flumpet or Frumpet? Maybe
I don't
Frumpet.
That's Modern Art. That's on United Artists with Bill
Yeah.
Evans.
I thought I kept the OJCs, and I guess I sold those off. This is the only one I have.
Yeah, that's the PUSA cheapie.
Here we go.
Nice.
Sing Me Softly of the Blues. I got the title wrong.
People should go get this. This is totally cheap heat.
Let me see. Let's figure out.
Flugelhorn.
Cool.
And of course, you got Kuhn and Swallow and Pete LaRocca. So
Yeah. Worth giving that one a stream.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys always give that one much love.
It really is a very good record. And it's
It's a very
for some
good
reason it's like $20 still.
Yeah, it was recommended to me by the guy that owns Dig. He's like, you should check this out. It's cheap. And I think they're $35 now for a clean copy, but still.
Yeah, I should get one.
So it's the Flumpet, I guess. Yeah.
It is the Flumpet.
Yeah,
Flumpet.
Monet designed the Flumpet, which is a combination of a trumpet,
The incredible Mr. Flumpet.
flugelhorn.
I love it.
Well, as
For
long as
jazz musicians, Art Farmer and Mark Isham.
That's how you feel when you're behind in the passenger seat with Rob driving. You feel like a fool.
I'm gonna
as long as no tuba's involved.
Yeah.
I just sent that CD to Mike so it'd be nice to me for a week.
That didn't work.
Hey, you guys.
That'll show you.
I'm going to take off. I got to eat.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
eat.
Hey,
Brandon.
Brandon, before you go, how did the show at the gallery go?
Yeah.
Oh, good. 2 pieces sold, which is always nice. Less than usual, but people aren't buying art right now.
All right, cool.
Trying
But
to
it
fill
was
their car
good.
up with gas.
Huh?
They're buying Art
Trying
Farmer.
to fill their car
We're
up
buying
with
our
gas.
farmer, right? Yeah, no, it went good.
All right,
I gave an artist talk too, which I haven't done in like 20 years.
okay.
So yeah, people seemed it was pretty fun. Sometimes it's just getting it all together and doing it,
Yeah, it's got to be a lot of work.
and just kind of getting it done so you don't feel like you need to do one for a while.
Yeah.
Kind of like, but it was nice. Like it
All
looked good. It looked nice. There were about 12 frame pieces, and then I did like salon style where I just used these 3M command strips so you could just kind of see them more as objects, which was pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, it went good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it was a good time. So
Glad to hear it.
it was stressful as hell before I put up, but once it went up, it was fine.
It's
I hate
framing
that.
and organizing and framing and getting people. It's
Yeah,
it's
and
a
then
good thing.
the night you have to be there talking to
Yeah.
people, and like I'm not very good at that, unless they talk about the process, then I get excited and I can talk. But the like, oh, thank you, how you doing? Okay, great, blah blah blah. That kind of stuff is kind of brutal, but yeah, it went fine, and yeah, it was nice. And then we took it down, 5 weeks later. So,
Oh, cool.
but all good. Yeah.
Very cool.
Now I got some stuff framed if I want to put it up somewhere or.
That's the thing of storing this stuff. Michelle has, like, above her barn where she lives north of me, for years of framed things, like all those, like the Angel Street Tony Williams, and a lot of those, though, luckily, or some of them are actually silver gelatin prints and stuff.
Yeah.
And, but there are these framed things. Like, what do you do with them? Unless you have a show, and she doesn't have shows anymore, and she must have a few hundred framed.
Yeah, they go into the attic.
I
in
know,
boxes, and you just.
I'd love to get them
up.
out and do sales and
Right,
Mazzy should do a what, God?
Do a what now with a Mazzy? Seriously.
But I know people don't value photography as much unless you're,
Yeah, that's true.
unfortunately.
Brandon has a lot of nice looking nudie ladies.
So this is Brandon's Instagram. I'll drop a link to it. Is that okay, Brandon? Is that all right?
Yeah, the one of the woman on the top. That's what it.
Great portraits.
Most of these, some of these are film. Like the two in the middle are wet plate collodion,
What did you send me, Brandon? Like
I don't
it's
know.
I think it's like that. It's a.
Is it on metal?
Yeah, it's a metal.
Yeah, then it's a tintype.
Damn.
Look at that. That looks cool, man.
Oh, that's the gallery director who did the show.
Okay.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah,
a cool
so
image.
this is one of the lenses I shoot. So
Nice.
it's from
Whoa.
It's like from
I
1870.
think Jules Verne used to own that one.
Yeah. I have like 5 of these 19th century. I used to have more, but they've gotten really expensive. This
That's
one's
like
from,
scuba gear.
this one's from London. I have it upside down. It's a Ross
Beautiful.
made in around 1875. So all hand ground. So they had to be really big.
What are you shooting on? Are you using a large format?
Yeah.
4x5, 8x10?
8x10 to 16x20.
You are okay. Got it.
And the 8x10 has a 5x7 back.
So it has a mount for that. Did you have to do a special mount for that to make it work? No. To mount on the camera.
I had to take a metal board and bore a huge hole in it.
So you had to adapt it. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I didn't really have to adapt it. It's not a standard size.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
So you have your Copal 1, Copal 2, Copal 3.
Right.
This is much bigger.
So you have to adapt it. I got it. Okay.
This would be the lenses these days. 5.6 is the largest they go.
Right.
And this is like 3.2.
And it's beautiful.
And it's much longer. Yeah,
That's awesome.
These are pretty amazing. So
and that's probably solid brass, right?
It's all brass and then hand ground glass.
Right.
So it's pretty amazing how sharp these things are for being made. Well, we're getting close to, 150 years old. That's the big one. That's the big lens.
Wow.
That's a foot tall.
Actually, that lens was used to shoot the album cover of this song.
Wow.
Very
That's
cool.
The one in the middle is a French Centralisateur from 1860. That one's insanely valuable.
Wow.
And I was lucky that I
That
got it when I
sounds
did.
cool.
That's the one I shoot the most.
This?
Yeah.
You said this is UK? British?
That's British as well.
Okay.
That's a Dallmeyer.
That
Actually, the guy he worked for the other lens, the lens that I just showed you with my hands. He worked for Ross and then took his daughter and took his ideas.
The guy we talked about, Jazz Shit Brooks, his father collected cameras when he died. He had something like over 250 cameras. Brooks sold a bunch of them. He kept some, but he had something like 75 Leicas alone. And he kept like 4 of the Leicas, one of which is in the first like 250 numbered Leicas or something.
Wow.
I know.
Leicas, if you never shoot them, they have like a seal. So there are crazy Leica people that will go and they'll look to see if the seal has been broken, which means like it never got shot.
Mm-hmm.
So that the crazy Leica people, which they are crazy.
Well, they're like in shrink wrap, sealed in shrink with a hype sticker.
No. The camera has a seal.
I understand, but
but you mean like records?
Yeah.
the equivalent.
Like records.
This is even beyond because it means that it never, like someone didn't even fake fire the shutter or anything.
Wow.
It
I didn't
means
know that.
yeah, Leica people are nuts.
They put out, Jim Marshall, the photographer who died, the rock guy. They did they have a version. I think it's like $25,000, a Jim Marshall edition Leica. You can buy it, the whole collection in the box. And
Mazzy, was that the book that he had that you showed once about San Francisco?
Well, I have a bunch.
Jim
That's
Marshall
one
book?
of them. The Haight Ashbury book is him.
Yeah.
I mean,
I bought that for my mom for
the
Christmas.
Monterey Jazz Festival.
Yeah, a lot of people still will shoot will still be like they're shooting Leica digital with some Leica film cameras as well. I can't see what someone was going to comment about Mazzy.
I think Rob's tinkling his ivories or something.
I said if Dave talks about San Francisco, Mazzy's going to get up and get the book and show it to us.
No, but he did the Monterey. He did Monterey Jazz Festival. He did a lot. He did a Grateful Dead book last year. Okay, I'm going to. I
Your
hate
dinner's
you
getting
guys.
cold.
I
Brad.
gotta go.
I
All right, man.
I
Take
have
care.
survived for 166.
Peace
I,
out.
I pulled this to go back to Farmer. I pulled this record out.
Okay.
So this is 1982 on Soul Note,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
and here's the bam.
Yeah, Fred Hirsch.
Ray Drummond.
Yeah.
Cliff Jordan. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll pick that up if I see it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Soul Notes and Black Saints, I usually can't go wrong with any of those.
No, never really a bad one.
No.
I was listening
Incredible.
to the Hamiet Blewett clarinet family record, and that's a solid record. There's a ton of there's a ton of players on it. So good.
Yeah.
I have
This one's wild.
Oh.
That's a Black Saint. The World Saxophone Quartet.
There's
Oh,
like
yeah.
25 of them.
Yeah. Oh God.
Mike has all of them.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I have most of them. if not
Is
all.
it the same quartet throughout that
No.
Soul Note period?
No.
David, who joined and left?
Julius Hempel died.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
David Murray left. And then I think he came back for for a few albums and left again. But originally it was Hammett Blewett, Oliver Lake, David Murray, Julius Hempel.
Yeah, and they're on this one.
Mhm.
Live in Zurich.
And those are the best ones.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What songs do they do on that one?
They do My First Winter. They do Steppin'. There's some good ones on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was their famous song?
Most of them are all written by Hemphill.
Mike,
it was his. I mean, he started the group. I mean,
Yeah.
later, then they did all compositions by all of them, of course.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember Teddy introduced me to this group, and I think he actually sent me. I think he sent me this one, and I was blown away. I was like, okay, this is kind of what launched me into some of the, outer regions of the jazz. This record, when he introduced me to these guys, because I think Oliver Lake was the St. Louis scene.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that was a whole other, I was like, oh, okay, we got all this going on in
Simple
Chicago,
also.
New York, but St. Louis had its own deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they have like a signature theme song that they do. Is it Hattie Wall? Is that the one that they do all?
That's on there. That should be on there. That probably opens the thing.
Because there's
that they open the show with that.
Yeah, I think
Hattie
that's
Wall.
like one of the songs they do on a lot of their records.
Yeah, and it's a short song.
That's why I think I like that one. I think that live one is the one that I like the best. Oh, we
Yeah.
just lost somebody.
No, that
Mazzy?
was Brandon. Oh, Mazzy too. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
I don't think I showed this record when I picked it up, but this is awesome record.
Oh yeah, Chris Cross. Yeah.
This is I also picked up another Criss Cross, which is actually I think Kenny Garrett's first record. But here's
kidding.
the lineup on this one.
Let's see what we got
Here
here.
we got.
Look for Jordan again.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Cecil McBee. Shit.
It's Clifford Jordan record again.
All right.
Yeah.
He
That
did
Kenny introducing Kenny Garrett. That's right.
Oh. And he did another one for Criss Cross too. I think Royal Ballads.
was it?
Clifford Jordan.
What was that late Kenny Garrett record that has Pharoah Sanders on it?
That was a Record Store Day record.
Yeah.
But there's one before that's only on CD. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Damn. I still need those.
That's a killer.
But the one
that has a picture of the Great
That's
Wall of China.
you should be able to find that for $10, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
But there's one African exchange student, they need to issue that on vinyl.
Yeah, that I want to say is that might be the one that started, or either that or Black Hope. I don't know which one comes first.
Who are we
Started
talking about? Is that
great.
Clifford Jordan?
No,
Kenny Garrett.
Kenny Garrett.
Kenny Garrett. Okay.
Started that like great run that he had starting in the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, he could do no wrong. All those releases are just.
Oh yeah.
I can't find this, but
That's
it's Woody Shaw with him.
Woody Shaw. That's gone up in value. That's gone up in value.
Yeah, I think that was actually Woody Shaw's group.
Okay.
And and then they, they brought him in the studio.
Roberto giving props.
It's Miller's on it, and it's a great record.
Yeah.
I found it at the Vinyl Con, the last day of the Vinyl Con. But that Kenny Garrett African exchange student, they need to do something there.
Yeah. That I think it was on Atlantic. It's on Atlantic.
Atlantic, yeah.
Mike, you gonna make the rounds up there in New York City and for Record Store Day again?
Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I don't think I'm gonna buy like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
what are the top titles you'd like to get right now?
I was thinking about the Joe Henderson, but now I don't know if I want to pay that much, for the.
It was probably $80, right?
Yeah, whatever it's gonna cost.
Mm-hmm.
The Buster Williams. Gosh, I don't even have my list here now. I can't.
On Thursday's live stream, I'm gonna go through the thing.
Through the list.
Yeah.
Now you guys get more than just jazz, don't you?
Yeah, actually, because there's a live what's her name, Corinne Bailey Ray, that I want to pick up. The James Brandon Lewis, which I think that's with strings or something, or with a string quartet.
Will you get the Burn? Who is it? Hargrove?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Roy. I'm gonna definitely be there to get the Roy. I'm definitely gonna get that.
I'm curious in that Coltrane, but it's just a preview of another release coming.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I was thinking about getting that other Coltrane because I think Rob has part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, they released part of it, which is them doing Love Supreme live. But I'll tell you this, Mike. I would not pick it up for this reason. The pressing issues, manufacturing issues. Whatever company they used to put it out, I had to send back a copy and get another copy. I'm afraid.
This is the title? This one?
Yeah.
I'm afraid. If I were anyone, I would buy the Love Supreme live separately, because I just feel let people buy this and find out that either it was pressed nicely, which I don't trust. I don't trust.
Okay.
But
Mike, do you have any interest in the 10-inch Miles Davis, like his first lead record on Prestige?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, it's just like choices. I mean,
I agree. I agree.
I haven't really sat down and really gone and saying what choices I'm gonna make, because I said, it's gonna be a really limited budget for me because I got some new equipment coming in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
with the Miles, I was streaming it. I may have that material on a 12-inch. But anyway, I was playing it, and yes, it's his first LP, so historically interesting to check out. But I was just curious if people are going to like the style, because
it's called what now? What is it?
Let me see if I can find it.
What label is it?
It's Prestige.
Oh, okay.
Miles Davis.
They didn't send it to me.
RSD. Let me see if I can find it. The New Sounds. This is it here.
Oh, okay.
So
that's a great cover.
Yeah. So this is coming out on a 10-inch. I don't know. I'd be just curious to hear what people think of the session.
Because I had I had a CD that was called First Miles, but it
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah.
It wasn't Prestige though. That's why I was surprised.
Hold on.
I think it was called that. I could be wrong.
There's a record, an early one of his.
Yeah, I think it was on Savoy or something.
Let me see. I might have this. I could be way off, but I think.
Hey, Roberta, why don't you get a computer and look it up yourself?
What is this? What's this one? Oh, this is just the musings of Miles, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, that's Musing of Miles.
Okay, I'm way
repackaged with a repackaged and retitled with a. You
Mhm.
know, Bob Weinstock did that. That
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that will be is that a blue mono Trident with the RVG? That should be hand etched RVG in the dead wax.
Yeah,
Check
I
it.
don't know. It's an early.
That's like a 55 session.
Yeah, let's see.
So the point is, this is like 55 metal work.
Well, this is South Washington Ave, Bergenfeld.
I know, but okay.
Yeah, let's see. It's got a bunch of stuff in the dead wax here. Let's see.
All right, so that's earlier than I thought. So he was repackaging earlier than I was thinking.
It's got an RVG.
That might be a 58.
It's got an RVG in the dead wax. It's got a bullet hole. It's got a
Oh, yeah.
freaking bullet hole through the record.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Anyway, it is not that session. Not that session.
Somebody
That session.
bullet-holed this
That
sucker.
session is killer. This session I like, but I also like historic recording from this period.
Mm.
You know, so
Yeah.
I'd just be curious if people are into it.
Yeah.
I can't find. I don't know.
I might pick that up. I actually might pick that up, Mike, if it's.
All
You
right,
getting out of here, Rob?
I go.
I'm gonna exit.
Okay,
Everyone have a
we'll
good
shut
week.
it down.
All right.
I mean,
Thank you for joining, everybody. See y'all later.
All right, guys.
we
Peace
gonna
out.
see you again, man. Or are you done?
I'm done for a little bit.
Oh hell.
All right.
All right, see you guys.
Later, man.
Okay, later.